Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope all is well. How's everybody doing tonight? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. We're jamming here with some of the new some of the new sounds from Ron Oliver. Yes, Ron Oliver is working on an album, so it'll be ready for download shortly. So I will let everybody know. I'm going to do some art probably in a few weeks. But yeah, I got 6 tracks so far. Really cool stuff all over the place. Kind of eclectic, kind of like me. So what's going on, everybody? We're going to sit here. Right now, I got the Pro Bowl. I don't know what you want to call it. The shit. It's so stupid these days, but they're doing some sort of Pro Bowl games. I got them on. But, 8 o'clock, we'll switch over to the NFL Network. Yeah, I don't know who it was that was asking. NFL Network, yes. West Virginia Country Boy, YM Reps. What's up, brother? I know it's on NFL Network. Currently not home, so I can't use TV, which is why I asked if anyone has a website similar to Stream. Well, you could, if you're on your cell phone, then I don't know what to tell you. Loyal, any thoughts to help out YM Reps?
Help out who?
Well, he's wondering how to watch the game. He's on. I don't know if he's on the road or what.
Yeah, I really don't know. Do you got YouTube TV?
Nah, he don't. That's why I said YouTube TV is awesome. Even though I'm blocked out of my own family right now, because because Phil had shared his NFL ticket with me that I hardly used, and
Phil, I got this. He can get a super box.
Well, he got a super box. Oh yeah,
Phil does, but I'm saying that.
Oh yeah.
But it's not gonna help him on the road, though.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, unless you got a streaming device or something, there's really not a lot. You could try NFL, but I don't know.
I will tell you this, YM Reps. I will tell you, if you can get YouTube TV, I've had Hulu, stinks. YouTube TV is where it's at because you can be anywhere and log in, and you get all your home. As long as your identification matches up, you get your local TV. It is awesome. So I'm just setting up my stuff here. I went on a little early, but what's up, Troy? How are you, man?
Hello, Asia. How you doing?
How you holding up? Hi, Asia.
Yeah,
I'm doing great. How about you, Brian?
I'm doing okay. We're here.
Hey, I told you I called that Eberflus thing.
You did call the Eberflus thing.
I don't know. Do they bring in Ken Dorsey?
Oh my God!
I don't want.
He better start throwing the clipboard around. First thing I think of when I think of him is him in that press box throwing that clipboard around.
Yeah.
iPad.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Ken Dorsey fan. What's up, the one and only Ron the Don? What's going on?
Yeah, I saw that, Asia. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Arturo.
We got Jimbo in town, as you noticed, Jim.
Where you at? You on the Death Star or something, Chris?
Cool. Hell, bro.
It looked like you're going through light speed or something right now.
Yeah, he's doing the hyperspace thing.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm going to a different planet. I'm going to find a different Jerry Jones that will actually.
You're going on the multiverse to find take Catboy with you. You can keep him there.
Yeah, exactly.
CZ
Catboy off at the moon.
I hope CZ and Jimbo appreciated my opening screen. I had the old vet, Franklin Field, and was that Franklin Field? What the hell was that? I forget what was. I think it was Franklin Field. Anyway, West Virginia Country Boy, what's going on?
Hey, West Virginia Country Boy, I just got back from West Virginia.
So how was it, man?
It was all right. It was just right across the bridge, so it wasn't far. But it wasn't bad.
I remember you saying it was for work, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Asia.
I'll bet, Asia.
I feel you.
I feel you very much. I try and take care of you, man.
I miss my dad, and I've been having that problem all day today. And I watched him have a stroke and die right in front of me.
Yeah,
and it's been hard on me. And I understand the way you feel because I only have one person left in my life, and that's my mom. So I feel you.
It sucks, man. It does.
Yeah, the only person I have left is my dad. We lost both her parents within weeks of each other about 2 years ago. And my mom's been gone for about 9 years now.
Time flies,
If
Troy.
you ever need a text or message me on Facebook or whatever.
I tell her that, but I'm not
talk.
the best of maybe you know what I mean. I tried to help.
It
Brad,
might be better for her to talk with like
somebody.
I tried to help Brad
person.
and
True.
Well, Drew, he said he's ordained, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't Drew?
Yeah, well,
Drew's ordained.
I know he's an Eagles fan, but
I had Drew reach out to Brad. Brad wanted to know.
Yeah, but he said he's ordained though. So
Brad wanted to know.
Just don't talk about football.
Are you able to hear me, or am I talking to myself?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, that's cool. I just didn't know if I was muted. Yeah, I tried to get Brad to calm down and be a part of everything, but he's just not interested. So he wants what he wants when he wants it. He wants nobody else but Cowboy fans, and it's like that's not going to help the channel, bro. I don't know what to.
No, exactly.
And I love Brad, and I tried to help him, but.
I hate to say it, y'all, but I've been thinking about this real hard. I really think that we are tanking for Arch Manning. I really
do. think you might be right, Loyal.
I mean, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have a shitty season this year. They don't even know if he's any
good. They don't even know if he's any good.
Yeah, we don't.
Listen,
but he's a Manning. That name,
yeah. There's
no
tank.
He's having him.
We're like 3 years out. Again,
we get to tank for Jeremiah Smith. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't see that. I mean, if that was the case, then you would never have re-signed Dak Prescott.
But
Dak Prescott alone, Loyal, is going to give you 8 wins. I'm sorry, he's going to give you 8 wins. Just Dak Prescott. He wins regular season games.
Yeah,
he always has
the playoffs.
Well,
it just pisses me off when Catboy gets up there and says, "Well, we got as much production as the Kansas City Chiefs." But it's like, we don't got any Super Bowls or playoff
Well, you brought
wins.
up Catboy. I want to play something, okay? So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but are you? It won't you won't hear it over here. You have to watch it. Do you have a monitor, Loyal?
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to watch. All
right, let me know when you're ready. I'll play it.
I'm ready.
All right.
Physically, I'm here, but mentally, I'm at a truck stop picking up a lot lizard. Look, this can't be all glory holes and hand jobs. I wish it was, because that sounds more fun than actually doing work. Tuesdays are our glory hole days. It's when we see just how much our staff wants the privilege to work here. I don't understand people saying we haven't had any success. I mean, sure, we haven't won dick in 30 years, but winning is overrated. We've had tons of fun. To be honest, I have no fucking idea what air quotes are supposed to be used for. Still trying to figure that one out. I was born out of my daddy's left nut, which is the deformed one. You think when Jerry passes, I'm going to be any better. I was ignored and dropped all the time as a child. People always ask if I actually do any work. Of course,
that's a voiceover.
My number one job is to agree with everything Daddy says and give him shitty ideas that are worse than his.
It's AI, but it's funny as shit. So,
yeah, it could be. Oh my gosh, that is funny.
Marcus Blackman, what's up, my man?
That was funny. There's Walker Wade.
Here's Wade.
What's up, Wade?
Hey,
man of the hour.
I got nothing bad to say.
Hey, Marcus, just put your channel link, or I can go get it. If you're on your computer, put your channel link in the chat. If you're not,
Brian, I'm not going to be like Mark Holmes. I'm going to look at the positivity about everything now.
I'm not asking you to, man. You got to be.
I'm going to believe in this coaching staff. You got to believe in this coaching staff.
You got to. You know as well as I do. It has nothing to do with other coaching staff. It has. We're gonna know right away. It gets right down and dirty. Now, what I do like is that they're leaving Schottenheimer to really.
Hold on.
Well, go ahead.
So I love Mark, but he's gonna paint
I don't
it.
Watch him on a regular.
Yeah, he's gonna paint it milk and cookies all the time. Oh man, we're adding in some young coaches. Like, bro, I'm at the point now where it's like, I want the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl more than anything. I want these players and coaches to be successful. I want Jerry and Steven to be successful owners at building a football team. But guess what? I'm at the point now I don't trust in any of these dudes to do shit. You got to show me.
Yeah.
You got to show me. It's been too long. 30 years. I want to see them do the best, but you got to show me. I ain't believing in shit till they show me.
I agree.
Yeah, what I was going to tell you, Loyal, is, sorry, Wade, I'm doing 1,000 things here. What I was going to tell you is we're going to know right away. We're going to know right away.
Oh, yeah, free agency will tell me all I need to know.
And, again, there's a little bit different a tone, okay? I'm just saying, and I want to run this by Wade and Loyal and Troy. And Chris, Brian, if he's there.
Steven, I think Steven Jones, he's not. Steven Jones will tell you what it is. He's a bullshitter, but at the same time, he knows that he's even admitted that there maybe need to do things differently.
Yes.
This is why people are going to be mad at me. People are going to be fucking mad at me when I say this. The Eagles need to win a Super Bowl. The Eagles need to win the Super Bowl because our ownership.
And they very well may.
They better
because they're the only team. They're the only team that you could say is actually went out and lost to a team.
I don't hate the Eagles. That's the
and then got revenge against a team. So it could be the same. I mean, obviously Kansas City's trying to make history. But
actually, we got our revenge on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So my whole thing is I need the Eagles to win because I need Steven and Jerry whenever they bring up. Well, the Eagles have won fucking 2 Super Bowls and been to 3 in the last 8 years doing this philosophy that you don't believe in. So what do you got to say? They won 2 Super Bowls, Steven. What do you got to say?
They already know. They don't care. I think, like I said, I really think they're tanking for Arch Manning. I do.
Well, I don't think that
dude, they'd have to get rid of Dak.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're going to tank, the easiest way to tank is not to have a starting quarterback. They're not doing that.
And I'm going to be honest with you, Brian. I don't think Arch Manning is coming out till 2027.
Yes, at the earliest.
I think you're right.
At the earliest.
He said he wants to play he wants to finish college. That's what he said.
The Twiz, I haven't made my bet yet, but I'm thinking about, because I took a $25 gift card that once you activate, I keep letting him in, and it's not letting him in. He needs to get in a better salary.
Thomas.
Yeah, I keep hitting okay.
So you figure he plays 2 seasons, that'll be 2027 draft.
Give or take.
At least. And they want him to graduate. Now, he could be smart and graduate a bit early.
Now anything could happen. 2026, Dak could fucking tear his hamstring week 1, and then we literally win 2 games. It can happen.
Yeah. I hear you.
Not saying I want that to happen.
Yeah.
Secretly, but
But I would say to Loyal, the easiest way to lose is not have a starting quarterback. Listen, I'm not here to sing Dak's praises. I'm not here to hammer Dak. I'm not that guy. But if you want to lose and lose big, then you start.
That's where you start it.
You start Cooper Rush, or you start the other
Trey Lance.
Yeah, you start Trey Lance. That's the easiest way. They're not tanking. They're doing what they normally do. But what I was what I was going to say is that it seems like there's a little bit different. It's a little bit different because, like you're hearing Brian Schottenheimer. I kind of like what he's doing. He's not bringing in friends of the family, Wade. He's going outside and getting the people he wants. I like that. I think Brian Schottenheimer is a motivator. But the dude can't win without some talent. We know they're going to be deficient this year. We all know that. But I think they have enough draft picks. If they make a couple nice free agent signings, then it would totally help. If they don't, then it's going to be the same old.
They're going to need to get at least. And this is me. They're going to need to get at least 5 solid free agent starters. They got too many holes.
Yeah, real quick, guys. Marcus Blackman, Sr., just put in his YouTube channel. I subbed up the other day. I don't know why.
I got subbed up.
Yeah, make sure everybody subs up to him. I appreciate him supporting. I always try and support Marcus. If you ever want to do anything, once you get going a little bit, let me know. Like I said, I don't mind, helping people out. That's just how I do it. It seems like the bigger I get as far as subscribers and stuff, like the less
it does help others too.
But I mean, it seems like people don't come around, I don't know what it is. Like I'm not getting called to go on anybody's show other than the real big shows like NFC East Super Friends or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like annoying a little bit because it's like the more I like the better I do, it's all it really is a dog eat dog. It's all BS, to be honest with you. Everybody thinks me and Mark hate each other. No, we just don't have a lot of time. We just don't have a lot of time. Once the season's over, we'll do stuff together, but
Yeah, with this off-season, I think we'll be able to link up more.
Eddie George coaching at the Senior Bowl?
Who?
I mean, I see them interviewing Eddie George. Wonder if he's coaching.
I think he is.
I was on Law Nation today. I called in.
Yeah, well, I heard it. You ripped into somebody the other day.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, I was talking crap about Dak. Not necessarily crap. I said, Law, they got a lot of people that love and defend Dak on his channel. Okay, my whole thing is the reality is he's got more behind him than he does in front of him, where he's at the tail end. He's got to win now.
Network, everybody. NFL Network.
What's going on there? Oh, on the bowl.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah. They my whole thing about Dak is you hold the keys. You are our franchise quarterback. You got guaranteed money. It's time for me to see a little dog in you, Dak. You need to storm the front office. You need to be a little bit more vocal.
That's what I've been saying.
And you need to be a little bit more vocal unless, hey, hold on. Oh, I'm going to support this head coach. No. I'm not supporting shit till I see. I need to see something. The players are rallying behind Schottenheimer. I don't like that shit. I need my team to be uncomfortable.
Well,
that's what Jimmy had the 90s Cowboys. He had them uncomfortable.
What I didn't like, and I want everybody in the chat to thumbs up if you're good with the Hot Boys, or a thumb down if you think the Hot Boys need to go away.
That's straight dumb sound for me with that Hot Boys.
Come on, but the Hot Boys shit. Come on, exactly, Loyal. The Hot Boys have got to go. What are you doing, Demo? The damn Hot Boys, really? Come on now.
They gotta go.
That was lame from the get-go. Fucking yeah, exactly, Rolo. The Hot Boys got to go. They really do have to go.
I need Doomsday defense back.
Well, that's what. Yeah. Like if you want to talk about anybody, talk about Doomsday. Don't talk about anything other than that. I mean,
I need Doomsday 2 to come back, where we're like first in the NFL and everything.
Well, we had Doomsday 2 in the early 90s, didn't we?
Yeah. I need Doomsday 3.
There you go.
Yeah.
We almost had it a few years ago. We were just 2 or 3 players away from it.
That's my whole thing. Is it's Jerry? Jerry's feeding a load of bullshit. I honestly think they were caught off guard not coming back. It's like it almost looks like they got caught off guard and they just walked down the hall. Hey, this guy could be the head coach. Another yes man. I mean, it's another Jason Garrett, another Dave Campo. That's all this is. I don't care how they spin it. I don't see. Like, that's why I say the players have to win in spite of all this shit.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you a story,
real, baby. I found it.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
They can't see it.
So when I played football. I had a cousin, everybody was scared of him in school. And we used to always tell this kid and one of our friends that, oh, you're not going to win a running back position. So we always said that to him. Well, guess what? He got the running back position. So it lit a fire in his ass. And maybe that's the same approach Brian Schottenheimer has. Maybe he has a chip on it. Maybe he goes into the season with a chip on his shoulder thinking, well, everybody thinks I'm going to fail. Maybe he might say, okay, he might surprise everybody. I mean, look what Ohio State look what the loss to Michigan did to Ohio State. I'm just saying. They went out.
I just don't like how my owner's essentially spit in my coach's face like, this isn't the most glamorous fire.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying it could.
I don't like how they did that shit. It just looks
Yeah,
so
it did
bad.
not look good. It did not look good.
Yeah, the way they did it, yeah, it's like they didn't put a lot of effort into it. And then they lied.
It was disrespectful, though. It just was.
And of course, Jerry Jones, he should have never even mentioned Deion Sanders' name. I would have just felt better if he would have just not said that. But he said, "Oh, I was on the phone with Deion Sanders."
Look, you could tell they heard Michael Irvin because Steven said something. I know he watched that video. I know he watched that video what Michael Irvin said because he had mentioned something that one of the exact words that Michael Irvin said. So I know they saw that video.
All right, I want to touch on, before we get started with the game here, I want to touch on like some of the rosters. Randy, are you here, brother?
Yes, I'm here. How you guys doing?
We're good. I know. I mean, everybody's just, we're just, we're antsy right now. But I just want to get to what we're going to see tonight. For those of you that are watching the game, the East team. You got the East team. You got Kyle McCord, the quarterback from Syracuse, Cam Miller, North Dakota State, and Peyton Thorne out of Auburn. Just to let everybody know, we're talking day 2, possibly. This is day 2 and day 3, guys. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, there's some day 1 guys, but for the most part, this is, the West quarterbacks, you're going to see, I don't know if he's playing, Shedeur Sanders out of Colorado, Ethan Garbers, UCLA, and Brady Cook out of Missouri. So those are your quarterbacks. On Sunday, we'll get to see Jackson Dart, Randy. But
are they playing in Jerry's World?
Yes, they're playing at the Fort.
Yes, they are.
Awesome. More money in his pocket. Damn.
Running backs for the East team: Josh Williams, LSU; Montreal Johnson, Florida; Raheem Sanders, South Carolina; Jackery Krosky Merritt out of Arizona. Like I said, these are kind of day 3 guys. There's one guy on the West that you guys need to pay attention to. Taj Brooks from Texas Tech. He's like a bowling ball. So keep an eye out for Taj Brooks. I'll have the numbers as the game's going on. You got Corey Kinder out of Cincinnati, Jaquan Jackson out of Arkansas. I know him. And Phil Maffa out of Clemson. Wide receivers. There's a couple guys to keep an eye out for. Wide receiver, Nick Nash out of San Jose State. Supposedly he's turning heads all over the place. You got Nick Nash. You got just, some of the highlighted names. You got Ja'Cory Brooks, Dante Thornton out of Tennessee, Dominic Lovett out of Georgia. That's the E. I mean, there's a lot more, but just some of the highlighted guys. The West team, let's see, anybody you guys would know. You got Will Shepard out of Colorado, Ricky Wade out of UNLV, Jahante Wester out of Colorado. This is going to be kind of basically mainly day 3 guys. I don't know. I don't think that what's his name's going to play, Shedeur Sanders. I'll be surprised if Shedeur Sanders plays this game.
Hey, Drew, don't be climbing up no post or anything like that either. No light post.
So, but you got some good cornerbacks. You got guys like Kobe Bryant out of Kansas, Zach Fraser. I'm trying to see what the wide receivers are. You got Oronde Gadsden Jr. He was a wide receiver, but he's going to be a tight end in the pros. That's Oronde Gadsden's son.
His dad played for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he did. Then he went to Miami.
Yeah. So
he's more of a tight end. Than anything.
He's a big dude. But it's just
he can catch the ball. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's a way for us to just watch some football. You got some interior linemen like Joshua Gray out of Oregon State. You got a guy named Perry Thomas out of Middlebury who's dominating out of some small school, and he's dominating. So
I like to hear that.
Yeah. Just looking at some of the other names. We'll watch it. Now you got Tonka Hemingway Hemingway out of South Carolina, the interior defensive lineman. He's a big boy. You got Chavon Revelle out of East Carolina. I believe he's the 6'3", 6'4".
Is he playing tonight?
I don't know if he's playing, but he's on the team. Chavon
He's the first
Revelle.
round pick.
Yeah, East Carolina. That's why I said I don't know that he's going to be playing. But, he made the squad anyway.
Okay.
You got Kenneth Grant, interior defensive lineman out of Michigan. So,
A horse.
Yeah.
Who are the tight ends?
The tight ends. You got Fairweather out of Auburn. You got Aronde Gatson, Ben Urasek out of Georgia. You got Joshua Simon out of South Carolina, Mitchell Evans out of Notre Dame. West team has Carter Runyon out of Towson, Jalen Conyers, Linda's son out of Texas Tech, Luke Lachey out of Iowa, and Caden Priestcorn out of Ole Miss. So, but that Thomas Perry out of Middlebury. Here, I'll share my screen. This is a dude to watch. I know about Joshua Gray. He's a good interior guy. Tyler Cooper's having a good week. Like another offensive lineman. Everybody's just assuming you got to go high. I saw a mock draft. I don't know if you saw it today, where I think it was yesterday. So I'm not sure when it was, but Vach and Brian took the Ohio State tackle.
Yeah, the tackle. Yeah,
at number 12. I didn't like that there, but that's just me. Again, there's no way in hell Dallas is making that pick at 12. So I just thought it was kind of a wasted pick for me. You're sitting there with all those people on the board. Don't overthink it, but I would have traded down possibly. If you're not doing trades, then you got to take the best player on your board. And I'm surprised Vach and Brian went with Josh Simmons coming off an ACL tear.
I was going to say game time. The thing, Brian brought us.
Yeah.
He was saying that, I don't know if you know Charles Woodson. He was banging the table for the Cowboys to draft Charles Woodson, and that's one of the reasons why Bill Parcells fired him. Yeah.
Well, again, Brian was saying, I've heard him tell that story a lot about how he is he tends to get a little loud and people don't like that. But you know what? You need that like in the war room. You can't have a bunch of yes men. I think that's what's part of the problem with Dallas. Don't you think, Troy? That everybody is like, hunky dory, and it's like, no.
Yeah, who's going to raise their voice against Jerry and Steven?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, who's
they fear the repercussions because they know that if you're outspoken in Dallas, they'll get rid of you. Greg Hardy, he didn't last long. T.O., shortly after he started speaking his mind, he was gone.
I wish someone would have said something whenever Will McClay or
they were scared of Charles Haley back in the day. That's why they didn't release him.
Taco instead of
Taco.
PJ. Well, I'd have been in there just raising hell.
Niners all damn day. What's up, brother? Don't climb poles. Oh yeah, I had a bunch of videos of Eagle fans climbing poles, and right up until I was gonna, show them because I don't know who was it that was asking me. Maybe it was Randy. What they do was they go downtown and they just feel the need to climb up these city telephone poles, but they're made out of like metal. Well, after the game, this poor kid, Tyler. I don't know his last name. He was an 18-year-old, a college student at the University of Temple, fell from a pole and passed away a day later. So, again, let's keep it in perspective, people.
So
Act
what
like
is
you've
it?
been there. My God. I know you're
I'd
excited.
be surprised no one, like, when he fell off the pole, people were down there surprised they didn't try to brace his fall or anything.
No, they all took a step back. That's like the worst. It's like,
That's the worst thing you can do.
How many times you been at a concert, Wade, where somebody jumps off the stage or,
Oh, yeah. No one takes a step back.
I saw it at the Big Four, man. I saw the EMTs and everything.
I feel bad for him. So anyway, I did not God bless the kid. You know, he was having a good time, but note to
Yeah,
self.
that's a little bit too part of us. That was a
he
stupid
was up
time to
about.
have.
He was up about
So
40 feet. He fell on his head in the street.
Daniel M has a question for me and
Yeah.
you, Troy. It
Yeah,
says,
I see it.
says, do you guys think a young-minded offensive coordinator under Shoddy's staff would be good for the players to learn from?
Oh, geez.
It just depends. It just depends.
I don't know that there's.
I hate the
anybody out
old
there.
style run up the middle.
Yeah.
Run it down your throat. I mean, this
He's
depends
not
on
gonna do that.
if they have creativity and they have the talent to do it. Because how many times have we tried to do trick plays and they backfired on us?
Exactly.
Tried to run a reverse with CD Lamb and it's like no, they wasn't fooling nobody. So,
Drew,
I mean,
sad,
I get
man. I feel so bad for that kid's family.
I could see bringing in a young offensive minded because maybe they bring in something, unique or something that's innovative, but there's not too many of those out there.
But Troy, aren't the Cowboys trying to look for an offensive coordinator right now? Is that
that's what I was thinking. Well, I had heard
plays though.
No, he's not.
You need somebody competent. What you want, you have a quarterback coach. What you want is somebody, to give you a add something, because Schottenheimer. It's been a while since you called plays, right? So you need somebody, and I don't know how I feel about Ken Dorsey. He played the game. He was a quarterback, so I guess it's not bad. He's not going to be calling the plays, but he'll be helping game plan. I guess it's not the worst thing. I'm not going to shit on any of this. It all comes down to free agency, everybody.
Ken's what, in his 40s?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's
not very old.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I think if you give Ken Dorsey a chance with this offense, maybe he could instill something. I mean, I'd be willing to give him a chance.
Even if the coaching is top notch, if they don't fill the holes with the talent we've lost and we need, and the holes we got, we're not going to be good enough.
That's what
won't have the.
That's what it's going to be about. You nailed it right there. It's all going to come down to filling holes. And listen, our best drafts have always been when we went out in free agency, and I'm not saying top of the line guys. Go get me a linebacker. Okay, because linebacker is relatively thin. You got to look at what you need. Go get me a receiver so you're not locked into having to take one with the first pick. They
need to take a page out of the playbook they did in 06, 07.
I will, Marlon.
When they said, hey,
I won't
we
have
need a
the
wide
game
receiver.
on. I'll get copyrighted, but I'll be streaming during the game. Yes. We can, don't worry. We'll talk football.
We'll give you the exciting plays.
Yeah,
How's
Shador's
that,
not playing. He's just there.
But you know what I mean, though, Brian. They need to take a
necklace on his neck. My God.
Holy moly.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Wade.
They need to take a page out of what they did in 06 and 07. Like, I understand Bill Parcells didn't like Terrell Owens, but let's be real here, y'all. Terrell Owens was a beast. Let's just be real here. If we could have a prime Terrell Owens right now,
exactly.
I would take him in a heartbeat.
Do you know what I was surprised, Wade? I don't know how to take this. I was surprised that Brandon Cooks was at the press conference.
Yeah.
He's without
I don't
contract.
think he's going to be here.
Are they going to bring him back?
Well, I don't know. I mean, not as a number 2. I don't. Yeah,
he's got to be at least the number 3.
Yeah. I mean, maybe or a 4.
I can see that.
I'm not paying him anything, so I don't know why. And it was nice. I guess it was a nice gesture. I like Brandon Cooks, but he's not that. I think Drew said it earlier. He was right. He wasn't hating. He just is not the guy he once was.
Yeah.
Daniel
asked me something in the chat
go ahead,
there
man.
too.
Just go ahead and butt yourself in. I mean, even Randy.
Exactly. Daniel, you got to look at what Cleveland had. He didn't really have much to work with by way of the offense there.
NFL Network, Tay.
So if you bring him here to Dallas, he has a little bit more to work with. So I think he would be a good fit in Dallas, but you've got to give him a little bit more as far as weapons goes. Get some offensive linemen in here so that he can work the get some good plays into the playbook.
Yeah. Again, you need the pieces, though. You look at a team like the Eagles, they were already good, and they go out and get the best running back on the market. So, and then you got the Chiefs. Unless you have a Mahomes, unless you have a Patrick Mahomes, you could just will himself. There you go. There's your guy, Wade. Dion. There he is. He's on the sideline. Yo, CZ, prime time will be the coach in Dallas eventually. Just not quite yet. Just not quite yet. Prime time, Phil. What's going on, my man? How are you? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to watching some of this. Like I said, everybody, this isn't like the Senior Bowl. We'll be streaming that again on Saturday at 2:30. Join us. There'll be a lot of people that everybody's excited about in that game. This game is a little deeper, as far as you're looking at the guy. So, like, if you're watching this, just make sure you pay attention. We'll bring up some names to look for. So it'll be interesting. What do we got? Drew, yes, I got that. Drew, the Cowboys need an OC. They already have these. They don't need it. Well, Daniel M., they don't need an OC technically because they have Brian Schottenheimer who's calling the plays. What you want to do is bring in somebody like... You want to bring in somebody to help you out in game planning. He's not going to call the plays. I don't believe Fanning is in this game. No, he's at the Senior Bowl, I believe. Let me look.
I don't know if he's in the Senior Bowl. I don't think so. I don't think he needs to be.
Yeah, like a lot of guys aren't playing either.
He's a monster.
Money Parks is there.
Just to let everybody know, you know who Dallas interviewed at length? It was the Florida running back, Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, RJ Harvey? Yeah, Dallas.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he's moving up the boards.
Yeah, we can't show the game because it would be copyrighted. But
yeah, he would be demonetized faster than.
Yeah, I would have to shut it down. We're gonna live stream during the game. The game hasn't started yet. I would love to be able to show the game, but
well, you could put up the ESPN thing.
Yeah, I'll do that. Here you go. I'll do that. I'll put up the game cast, but I know that's not what he wants.
Yeah, he wants the actual game.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, but unfortunately.
Let's see here. Scores. What would it be? College? South Alabama. I have to find the game cast for it. Maybe bowls. Schedules. College football playoff. Let me look at scores. Let me see scores. Yeah. Huh. I don't have it on Gamecast, so that's weird. I'll have to wait till it starts and see if I can find it.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to do.
So anyway, what's going on, Jameson? How are you? Jameson's in the house. Twiz, if Kellen leaves, I want Frank Reich back also. That would be a great hire. But Bobby Babinski, I heard Washington.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I'd like to see them bring a young collegiate guy in that's got a good mind for offensive coordinator. Somebody new, young.
Well, that's the one thing I do like about what they're doing. He's not bringing in.
Too.
Loyal, where can you watch it on streaming platforms? Do you know?
Not on your phone. I don't know.
No, I don't know. He didn't say that. I don't know. It's just a chat, brother. I'm sorry. It's just a chat. We can't show the game here.
No, he would be demonetized faster than anything.
They would shut me down. But
exactly.
Here's the idea. We're all going to watch it. It's on NFL Network. We're going to watch it, and then we're going to have a conversation about what we watch. Stream East. Stream East is free. says Pepis View. I would love to be able to show it. I really would, but I can't, brother. Sorry. So we'll see.
Yeah, try and look up Stream East there, Ben Finesse. You can probably get it there.
Ooh, look at Kellen Winslow. The daddy, of course.
Yeah, his son is in jail now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
he's
issues. He
24.
definitely had issues.
Yeah.
He and
I will tell y'all this,
Hernandez
being a
need to
guy that
move.
I've watched football for a long time, Marty Schottenheimer, I watched him back in the day, and he was a damn good coach, a good man. And his
He was a
son,
good mentor too.
and his son seems a lot like him. I'm just going to say that, and that's a good thing because I get a different feel and a vibe about Shotty than I do McCarthy. And what's coming out now is McCarthy wasn't good with, if somebody found something different, wanted to suggest, he shot it down. That's what I've been told. And this guy's going to listen to everybody on the staff. That's what you got to look at.
Well, his dad was a good coach, and I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
he
he learned a
was.
lot from him. And
I mean,
Yeah.
who
now,
was
those
the
Kansas
guy?
City teams, man.
Who was the guy that passed away for the Chiefs? That was a defensive player. Derek. What was his last name?
Derek Thomas.
Derek Thomas.
looked-
Yeah.
I mean,
Derek
Schotten,
Thomas,
I mean, Marty Schottenheimer loved. I mean, he could talk
He
to
was a
him.
monster.
Guy had like 8
But you
sacks in one
you always
game.
seen Marty Schottenheimer on the sideline telling him calm down, this and that, and you know what I mean. So
Yeah, he was a monster. He probably one of the best
Wow.
defensive
Look at that.
ends
This
of
dude's
all
got some
time.
speed. Number 10. Let me pull up the
Webster.
roster here.
Go to Elon Musk for some jet
Yeah,
fuel
dude,
or
that
something,
was
or what?
You know,
Webster
all I can
or
say-
Wester.
all I
That's
can say,
Wester.
All I can say, Randy, is Marty Schottenheimer, Coach Derek Thomas, Hall of Fame. Brian, getting ready to coach Micah. Question mark, maybe Hall of Fame.
I will tell y'all this, one thing that I heard today, don't be surprised if Mike Green don't come up on pick number 12 when they pick either.
I don't have it offhand, Aisha. I don't have his email offhand. West Virginia, Drew Catboy won't let it happen. All right, so who's running the ball here? I'm trying to find the game cast here. There he is, the Texas Tech back. Keep an eye at it.
Hodge Brooks.
Yeah, Todd Brooks is the guy that, if you don't get a running back early, this guy is a bowling ball. Like, if you're watching the game, he's a bowling ball. Ooh, wow.
There's Phil.
what's up, Pron?
There's Linda's son. Conyers is in the house, Linda.
Is that really your son?
What's going on, guys?
I don't
How you
think
guys
so.
been?
Go on.
I gotta figure out.
Wow.
That was yeah, that was a tight end.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was,
working. You gotta get to work. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice catch.
Yeah, that's Shepard out of
20 bucks.
Colorado.
yeah, that Shepard is a wide receiver out of Colorado.
NFL Network, Carter.
Yeah, Colorado has a lot of receivers to watch out for. There's a lot of
Yes,
sneaky guys.
definitely.
They have a lot of talent. They should have done better. Where Colorado, it wasn't great. Was at the, I think, in my opinion, Phil. I don't know what you think. I don't think they were very good on the lines. They had good skill, but Shedeur got beat the hell up.
Who's quarterbacking
Linda, I was just
the
joking.
team
He
right
had your
now?
last name.
Kyle
Is that
McCoy.
Cook?
Mm-hmm.
I love Todd Brooks. He's a bowling ball. He's a short yardage guy. He's not an every down guy.
He's also a good pass protector.
Yeah, this is
Where are you
being
going?
this game is being played at the Star, by the way. Me and Phil
Oh,
were
sure.
there. we were looking in. I think the Friday night. Oh, it was actually a Thursday night, Phil. We looked in.
That's
and-
AT&T
This
Stadium.
is AT&T Stadium.
Is it?
Yeah, AT&T.
Yeah.
Okay, they're at AT&T. There. I heard it was at the Ford Center at the Star.
No, this is at AT&T.
Are you positive?
Uh-huh.
It's at AT&T.
Okay.
Vinny's Phil. Vinny said
What
you look like
broadcast are you finding
Shoddy.
on?
It's on NFL Network.
Phil, Vinny said you look like Shoddy.
First it was Romo, now it's Shotty. I got to get my visor.
We do
I
got
gotta
the
get my-
little gray in the beard. Like you got the beard that looks like his.
I don't know if I'm as joyful as him. He is. You can tell he is so excited about being the coach and stuff. I'm glad for him.
Yeah. Phil, any of my new people, I got 111 people in here. Phil,
They're not gonna like my opinion.
no, I'm going to put his channel. I'm going to pin it up.
Oh, that's right. I have a channel. Shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
hold
do
on.
you, Prime?
Dang, I haven't been on that for a while. So
Yeah, he
I'm
sure
only
does love
saying
being
that.
the coach when the owner says this isn't the most glamorous hire. You know, this isn't you know.
like he,
Well, that's
he's
prime
like
time Phil. He's an ex-quarterback of the Oregon Ducks. I wanted to
He's
get
like-
that out. So anybody go sub up to my,
appreciate that, man.
you know, my guy, prime time Phil. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff for the NFL drafts. That's what we that's our best time of year, to believe it or not. As fun as football is, we love the draft. So
That's how we started, man. That's how we started.
Sub up to Phil because we're going to be doing a lot. So anyway, I got that out of the way. Go ahead.
Daniel, I'm okay with him coming back as tight ends coach.
I like that, man. That was a good move. You know, obviously there was been other people I would love, like Al Harris, but man, if you got certain people that you have to pick and choose, that tight end coach is probably a good one. So
Yeah. Yeah,
The
I like that.
defensive line coach is good too from the
it's
Jets.
a good
What's
one.
up, Dot? How are
Yeah,
you?
That
he's
one-
coming over.
I love his fire, his
Mhm.
mantra, like what he believes, how you're there. And I like, I mean, is guys like Ellis coming back?
I don't know.
Put
I
the
don't
link
think
in the
Ellis
I
chat.
haven't heard.
Dot Brax.
Man, I thought they did really well. I mean, all those guys stepped up this year than what I think they were really. I'm not saying they're capable of. I'm not saying like that, but I think every single one of them elevated
Too
their
early,
game from what.
Bobby. Way too early, brother.
I would like to change the offensive line coach.
Well,
Thanks,
that's what I've
Wyndham.
been hearing about that offensive coordinator position, bringing over that Arizona offensive line coach to be, because you have to obviously move up so that he can become the
Mhm.
coordinator, and that would definitely be great for our schemes. And
Mhm.
and obviously Scott Shoddy, he's going to be doing the play calling, so I think it works out really well. I like that combination.
Mhm.
Just interesting to
heard-
see how long does it take before they can get their personnel to
Yeah.
actually implement what they need to do.
Now, just real
Yeah.
quick, look
I heard
out for
they-
Nick Nash on the offense. Nick Nash,
Yeah,
number
that's what I
Yes.
was told.
Oh,
He
shit.
does.
Yeah,
Oh, and he dropped,
is
he dropped it.
You're not reading any
yeah.
read
Just
back.
keep an eye out on Nick Nash. I believe he's number 3.
Yeah, from San Jose State.
He is. He's been killing it all week in practice. So we'll see what
yeah,
happens in games. But
Yeah, they said his stock done moved up.
what's
big
up,
time.
Andre? How are you? Everybody hit the like button, please.
Picked off. Oh, no, it wasn't.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
yeah.
That was 3
Uh,
Cal Bears
And
right
that was
there.
a Woodson. Come on, man. You can't have a name like Woodson and play D-back and not make that interception. Come on now.
Was it Woodson or Williams?
Well, I think it was
Oh, that was Woodson.
Woodson.
That was Woodson.
Oh, yeah, that was Woodson.
Just living a
yeah,
dream, brother. Living a dream. Just trying to.
He tipped it to his teammate, and he couldn't pick it off.
Yeah, they said that new offensive line coach at the beginning is one of the best in the business.
Good. I want to see if he will put Guyton at right tackle and do something different. Oh, I'm interested to see what he does with this. And then I'm interested to see where we go defensively, too, because I want to see a 3-4 person.
Well, I mean, I even like how Eberflus's story. I mean, the fact that you talk about a guy that they wanted as a defensive coordinator when Marinelli was here, he didn't want to step on his mentor's shoes, his feet and everything like that. So he backed off, went and took the defensive coordinator position over here in Indianapolis. and we all know the history and stats on that stuff. I don't need to bring that kind of stuff. Even when he moves over to Chicago head coach, we all understand how coordinators and head coach, that's two different things, but the fact that you're a head coach and your defense is still top, that's amazing. And he comes back.
Was that
I
Gadsden? Who
I
was
do
that?
like a lot of the pieces that they're bringing in.
Don't
Could
think
we-
that was. Oh,
and we
yeah,
all-
it was.
We all
That's
don't know-
Aronde Gadsden right there. He's.
Which one?
Oh no, that was Chisholm. Sorry, that was Chisholm.
Is that Chisholm?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
Phil. You know me. I
No,
cut
no.
you off if I got to get something out. Go ahead. Finish
No,
your
you're
thought.
good.
Oh, yeah, that was Chisholm.
That's what we did.
No,
Sorry.
it's I just like slowly, but I mean, could they go better? You never know. Obviously, everybody has their opinion, If you're going to go young, I was very happy with the choice. I mean, young, right? I mean, he's like, to me, Brian Schottenheimer is like Nate
Hey
Dogg.
Karen, how
know?
are you?
He was always featured in everybody's album, but it took him a long ass time before he came out with his own album, and that album kicked ass.
Andre
Music in Me,
says, what do you think
Music
about
in Me,
Williams
that shit
McLean?
kicked ass.
I thought Michael Irvin, we needed Prime.
Yes.
I
How many
got hope.
How many times? Well, you needed Prime to counter what Jerry and them
Yeah.
do. The only thing, and the only thing that does counters what Jerry and them do is by hiring a guy like Schottenheimer, and now they need to back up and give him the personnel in order to make what they did actually mean something. If they don't back it up, then guess what? They definitely look like fools.
The difference is, I think Prime would have actually held the players accountable. I don't think there's going to be.
Well, that's
any
where that defensive
accountability
line
here.
coach, that's what those guys come in, they're holding the people accountable, they're hoping that the players hold each
It's
other
like
accountable.
Michael Irvin said, the players don't need to show up on a team bus or stay at a team hotel. They can show up to the game whenever they want to. You get a guy like Prime in there, you ain't showing up whenever you want to. You were riding on a team bus and staying at a team hotel.
Yeah, but he
I
hasn't
mean,
been coached
dude.
one day yet, and you're already labeling him as a guy that's doing
Okay,
this and
so
doing
I got
that.
30 years of evidence of nothing. I need to see it to believe it.
Well, yeah, you're talking about Jerry's side and everything. Yeah, we ain't talking
Even the
about that.
coaches.
Yeah,
Even the
we're
coaches.
not talking about
I
their side.
mean,
We're hoping they do this and they do that, but
even the
stubborn
coaches, the
asses.
coaches and the players got to show me something because they've
Oh,
fallen
yeah.
up. They've come up short.
Well, let's be real, man. We all know that his contract lines up with Dak's contract. I like it in the sense that when we go to restart, let's fucking restart this thing.
I agree with
Oh,
Michael
there's
Irvin.
the guy you got to
Players,
watch.
Yeah,
jokers,
let's-
y'all need to do something. Players, you need to step the hell up.
Hell
Go
yeah.
ahead, Troy. Like, what did you see, brother?
Tyler Beatty from BYU.
Yeah,
think
of
it's
course,
Tyler
the
Beatty.
BYU guy.
No, he is. He's got a good,
Now
strong
watch this
move.
kick returner. This kick returner is smooth. He already had one.
Fair catch.
Oh, okay.
Did you
Come
see how
on
he fair
now.
caught that though?
Yeah,
Like-
you don't fair catch that.
No, man.
No,
He that was a good wave. Like, you got to even evaluate
Yeah.
that wave.
Yeah. Wave. It was a great wave. It was a great
It's
wave.
amazing. Just an
The only
amazing wave.
positive
Hi,
I could say
everybody, I'm
here.
Look at
here.
Like, I
Here's
thought
the
he was
only
doing a
positive.
360 dunk. Like he waved it. Like it was good.
Hey, Mark,
Here's
did
the
you
only
get your stuff,
positive,
brother?
guys. If you told me they hire Schottenheimer and Jerry and Steven go all in and free agency and making trades, then I'd be like, hire him now. But I don't have any knowledge of that.
Yeah. None of us do, man. None of us. Like,
And here's the thing: here, if they don't do anything in free agency, we ain't gonna do nothing.
Here's the
this
thing.
year.
Here's the thing is
We ain't gonna do
Wade.
nothing.
Like
What's
it's
up, Philly
it's
old head?
changed. Like you have a lot of negativity, which I understand. But you gotta if something happens, at least you gotta look at some kind of bright side because it's extremely quick to fall into this quicksand that is the Joneses. So it's just
Yeah.
like just at least look at some kind of positive. There, it's not like Mike McCarthy. That they, whether they couldn't agree with whatever the length of the contract, I think it's a benefit. I think that's a blessing in disguise.
I do too. I
Well,
do.
as long as we build off of what we're doing, I'm okay with that. But it's when they
It's
have a
just
good
it's just
year
deflating
and-
as a fan
and-
base because we needed a change in the
And-
franchise, and we
and it's like I
didn't.
said, we might be
Yeah.
one player. One year will be one player away.
But-
Well, we as a
I
defensive
mean, maybe
tackle away.
Schottenheimer will be a great coach
Brian-
and win
but-
us the Super Bowl.
Well, that's the thing is,
But-
Wade, by your logic, you've said that. Oh, there's no coach that's come in and done another franchise and won Super Bowls. And so, I mean, at least you're giving somebody a fresh start that if you at least you're taking a risk on somebody, it's not extreme of risk, you know.
I just, dude, after hearing Michael Irvin on his rant about this, and even he's defeated on this, bro, I gotta take his side, bro.
Well, the thing about it is, well, the playmaker
I
can get
gotta
you
take
fired
his
up
side.
about anything.
Yeah, you gotta
He can get you
understand.
fired up about chicken nuggets.
No,
like,
but he is a Cowboy. He's a Cowboys pom pom.
Dude, don't get in. Hold on. Get a barbecue? Oh, honey
Michael
mustard.
Irvin always defends Jerry and the Cowboys. Michael Irvin literally called out
Bobby, I
Stephen
just
and
wanna hear
Jerry
about
and
Jerry's
said,
Bronco
all you
again.
care about is money. You never
It's true.
talk about
But we all
winning.
know that. We've said that the past couple of years. We all agree that.
And
we
he
definitely agree with
said, "This is the truth. How can you? How are you going to elevate from within and expect to change? Expect anything different?"
that. Here's the thing, like guys, it's like it wasn't like it's Kellen Moore moving up. Like this is a guy that when a couple of years ago, like we couldn't get the offense going. He helped, design something. I like that he has an offensive mind and everything like that. Now, yes, you're right. It could just totally blow. It could be the worst decision. I don't think it's a Dave Campo type of decision. Let's be real. We have had that 10
And people
years
give
with
Dave Campo a hard time. He had a garbage team. He didn't have a quarterback.
He did.
Yeah,
He did. He did. But I mean,
And look
he's
how he
done.
acted
He's
when he
done
left.
more with less as well.
Think about what he did when he left. Remember how
Mark
he said he was going to
Sanchez.
stick it right to Jerry? If you ever had a play against
There we go. You got to
stick it
run.
right to
Ooh,
Jerry.
look at that run. There you go.
That's exactly what he said.
I don't blame them though.
It was a nice run right there.
That's Randy
wasn't
Moss
given
destroyed
nothing.
us. I
Oh, I
mean,
know.
that's the thing is when they talk about Randy Moss, it's like, oh, the Cowboys, like
Cincinnati,
31
who was
other
that, Troy?
teams like passed on him too, man. It wasn't just us. Like,
Looks like the kid from Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's Cincinnati running back. Let me see here.
I can't think of his name. He did pretty good this year too. He was a pretty good.
you got a
Corey
lot of
Kinder.
running backs this year.
Yeah,
It's just hard, Phil. I want this franchise to win, but it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
What
No,
you're
when they do
spitting
this
is
stuff.
facts. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to do.
Yeah, no, we're not.
I'm
But
not.
you got to look
No,
at
no.
again. It doesn't do. It doesn't do.
I hope
anyone
I'm
any-
wrong.
It doesn't do anyone any good to just you bark at the moon, right? Yeah, because you
He's
never
not
know.
listening to us. He's not listening to us, unfortunately.
I'm not going to crap on Schottenheimer. All I'm going to say
Yeah,
is,
it's
Jerry,
not his fault.
If you are
No.
serious about giving him a chance, at least give him the shit to work with. Sorry, the stuff
Yeah,
to work with.
yeah, him and you
Yeah,
need
if
a
you're
big ass
just going to
nose.
hire him and not put anything around him, we're done.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously,
set him up to
that's-
fail like he did other
that's-
coaches
that's an
in the
obvious-
past. It's not right.
That's obvious there, Wade.
But-
But if they do go out and do a couple things, then look at that.
Shit,
that
the couple
Phillips?
things I'm talking about
I'd be
is you better
shocked.
go get Miles
No,
Garrett.
that's Hemingway, I
Uh,
believe.
Go get a
that's
starting
Tonka
wide
Hemingway.
receiver.
Look
Well,
for
you
him.
can't get a Miles
Yeah,
Garrett,
Tonka.
but like,
Yeah, they
like-
call him Tonka Truck.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you watching the game,
My-
Phil?
yeah, I'm watching it. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit behind you guys. You guys
Yeah.
are kind of
Yeah.
like,
Look at the defense.
My whole thing, Brian,
just
my
saw it.
definition
Yeah.
of them doing something is going getting a Miles Garrett, going getting a starting wide receiver
they're
of
Right
the
now, like-
caliber of CeeDee Lamb.
They're not getting Miles Garrett.
well, yeah. I mean, I see what you're
Nobody's
saying
getting
though.
Miles
I mean,
Garrett.
nobody's getting that. I
That
mean, Miles
Tonka
Garrett wanted to come
Hemingway, I
become a
think, will
Cowboy.
be,
man.
Wild Boy Trey says, get Shoddy a running back, a wide receiver 2, and
Dude,
we'll cook.
amen, and another
I
tight
don't need a
end.
wide receiver too. I need a wide
you do.
receiver
Yeah, you
who
do.
matches CeeDee Lamb. I need one that's almost on the level of CeeDee Lamb.
Well,
out
yeah,
there
but that's
for
what a
you.
number 2 should be. Like, if
Yeah,
you're
in the
getting him
draft,
in the
that's what
first
you're
or
gonna
second, that should be that guy. I mean, there's a handful of those guys that can be that guy.
And
Let me-
I
he's not
I don't just need any guy. I need a big wide receiver. I need
Let
a
me
tall
tell you
guy
now
who
you're
can go
being picky,
downfield.
man. Look
Luther
at you.
Burden.
I want a girl, but she got to be blonde haired and like you're like,
Yeah,
oh, come
yeah.
on,
I
man.
need
Like,
I need a wide receiver like AJ.
You just need her
Brown.
to be breathing at this
yeah,
point.
it's like it's all like it's just humping the
She's
leg
got a
over there in the
pulse.
corner. Like, it's like, that's how we've been playing it. That's how we've been playing a wide receiver
know.
position. It's all like
Okay, well, go get
As
go
much as,
get.
I'm
uh,
messing with you, Wade. I love
engage
this.
an
I haven't
offensive
seen you guys in a
lineman, too.
while.
We're just
I
trying to
would
get
love
you
a
to go off.
tackle. I would love a tackle as well. There's a
Because
bunch of stuff, man. I have a wish list.
I don't
I
want
have
to
an
tackle
Amazon
with
wish
that first
list.
pick. Sorry, no, I don't.
No, not with the first pick. I'm just talking
No,
about I
I'm
want to
just saying.
tackle.
I heard that
was like,
today. You
No,
know,
in
I was
free
shocked.
agency, I'm just kind of
If-
I don't
if
know.
it got
I'm kinda
wiped
down
out,
on Guyton.
If
I
it
don't
got
know.
wiped out, then maybe something. But
Well, they
You
put
know,
him in a
I don't
position
think so.
not to succeed, Wade. They put him in a position. He had 7 games in his career at left tackle. 7. And the Cowboys stuck him out there and said, good luck.
Daniel
it was a failure from the beginning. The dude
How do
has
I
a lot
feel
of talent, but he should have been watching, not playing.
How do I feel about Chris Godwin? Well, Cowboy, he's over Cowboy's budget. I'd love to have him, but
Didn't he
Cowboy
just really
ain't.
resigned? He just recently resigned, right?
He's always
And then
injured.
Chris Godwin stayed banged up too.
Abuka is more realistic because he's in the draft. But
Marcus,
Yeah, you can
Blackman.
pick him up. It's nice to get those flashy ones there because if you can get some plug in some like holes that you know with those free agent ones, yeah, it's more expensive. But again, those are those important ones you're trying to plug in. So if you're going to spend the money, that's what you need to do, and then you get those weapons in the draft. I love my running back from Boise, but there's a couple of running backs I do like in this draft that you can pick up later. But some of those wide receivers, man,
Well, let's talk
we
about
need to
the
get
running
that. That's
backs.
to be our top priority.
Let's talk about the running backs first. But first, before we do, and we'll go by your position group.
Are you going to hit a commercial? Did you get
Nah,
sponsored?
I want to just get to a couple questions. I do.
But
have
before we get to that,
Blackman has a question about what do you think of
what
Amari
y'all
Cooper
think about
returning to
Amari
Dallas?
Cooper returning to Dallas?
No.
Is that what you were reading? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I saw. But
If they can do this, that would be
he'd be better
amazing.
than
I would
Cooks.
like it.
He'd be
As
better
a
than
But look
third-
how it worked out. We brought Zeke back and look
As a
what
third
happened.
receiver, yes, I would love it.
Bro,
As a
Amari
third
Cooper
receiver,
steps
yeah.
in. He's better than Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, let's
come
say
on.
for example, let's throw it out there. Okay, let's say you have
He
CD
is
Lamb.
slightly
You had
washed,
Cooper
still
on there,
older.
and then you got Burden that you got in the draft as your slot receiver. Boom! All of a sudden, that's an interesting combination there. So yes, depending on who you can compliment.
All right, let's.
Genty, oh man, I love
Now,
it. Give me
here's the deal.
give me a tackle to kind
Here's
of
the
go
deal.
with
When
him.
it comes to running backs, okay, Genty's in a class by himself. Okay.
yeah,
So
I
let's
agree.
not just overlook that little fact. He's in a class by himself.
I love how he breaks off tackles, sees vision,
And he's
yeah.
doing that. West Virginia, Cooper as our 3. I like it, brother. I like it. I gotta put you.
Well,
in
boy,
the
Trey, I could see that happening. I could see that happening.
wish
That
we could
or
have
Adams or
What's that?
one of
What
those
is
ones
that?
that get released. That's
Diggs.
a
Yeah. I gotta put a couple people in the cup.
see Daniel. I think right in the sense that I just don't like. I need somebody that can bring some fire. I need a Des Bryant kind of. I don't need a diva. Don't get me wrong. I don't need a diva because I already have CD Lamb that kind of pulls some diva shit sometimes. I need somebody that kind of just does that Ray Lewis fiery type of wide receiver. You know, something. You know, I'm not saying somebody that demands the ball, but yeah.
So what
that's-
you're saying
That
is you need
team
a wide
leader.
you need a wide
That's a
receiver.
motivator.
You need a
A
wide receiver
motivator.
with passion.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely.
Bobby
Definitely,
Cherry knows how to reel back the fans with optimism. Well,
Yeah, I know.
listen,
For
nobody's
a marketing guy,
optimistic. We're
yeah,
just
I know.
not. We're
No,
not
no,
going to be
he's-
negative until it's time to be negative. Mark Hudson, I went running backs, 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 5th. Dude, that's not.
I
Mark,
would like
that's-
it. I would like it.
that's
I would
not a
like
bad
that too. That's not a bad thing. I if I could walk out with 2 of them, I would be okay with that. Shit, I'd be
Yeah.
okay with 2 quarterbacks out of this
Yeah,
draft.
I mean, we keep hearing how money crunched we are, which we're not. But we keep hearing that. They're selling that, hoping everybody believes it. Fine, let Rico walk unless you get him for.
Yeah, if we're money crunched, we're done this year.
We're not money crunched, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, we know that. But if they go into
Right,
the
right,
year
right,
acting
right.
like that, we're done.
But getting
You know,
back
if
to
every-
the running
every-
backs, I want to just
Get back to the running back.
I would think he
well, I
would
want to
start
touch on the
first or
running
second.
backs because you got Ashton Genty, who's far and away the best running back. He's probably top 5 on the board. Probably top 5.
Yeah, you get an Ashton Genty game time, you go get Amari Cooper and some other weapons, you be pretty solid.
That's what I'm saying. But after that, then it's you got 2 more guys. Then there's a
Oh.
drop off.
I love Amari and Hampton.
And
I think he's
some
like
people
DeMarco
love
Murray.
Caleb, and some people love Omarion. The website I'm looking at, they go with what you just said, Phil. They have Omarion Hampton as the number 2 running back,
Yeah.
then Caleb Johnson. But there's a
Just has
gap
the body.
between Ashton and them 2. Then there's a gap after them 2. Just know that
Well-
if you want to wait, Randy McIntyre, get in here. If you want to wait and not get one of those 3, then you may have to get and you could agree or disagree. You're going to have to get multiple running backs to do what one running back could possibly do. Am I wrong with that or what?
No, you're right. But here's what I want to say. I wouldn't take a running back in the first round, and I'll tell you why. We need a defensive tackle like crazy.
But they're not taking that in the first round.
No, I'm not saying that. We're going to need a receiver.
I'd say a receiver more than a running back.
I would either
Again,
get Ibuka or
you're not going to get all the
or
pieces
Golden.
though, Randy. You're not going to get every piece in the
Now we
draft.
get one of the two receivers in the first round.
So what if I told you that we're getting Stephon Diggs and we're going to get a Savion Williams in the third? Let's say.
I wouldn't mind Savion Williams,
but you know
I
what I mean? Then that would free up you to get your running back if he falls to you, and then maybe get that defensive tackle in the second round, which you know you're going to have plenty of.
Well, I think that Hampton is going to be there in the second round. And to be truthful,
Possibly.
I like Hampton as just much as I do
I love Hampton.
Genty. So, I mean,
like I really think Genty I was saying that in the beginning of the year. He runs with a purpose. He bounces off tackles. He has vision. He changes direction. It's different. It's different. When he's shorter, that's probably the only negative on him.
Wow, look at that.
But
guys,
man,
I'm sorry.
We
have to get Genty. And let me tell you why we have to get Genty, okay? Number one, the Eagles have Saquon. Number two, Washington Commanders have Bijan Robinson. What the hell do we really have?
No.
But you're going to have to match power with power.
With Bijan, they have the other Robinson.
Did y'all see many big holes last year in the offensive line? Did we have? How many
better though?
Did we have?
It was better.
Well, with a better offensive line coach, hopefully that changes
Rico had
some.
what?
We hated the offensive line coach.
Yeah,
Zach Martin was struggling. You know,
I'm just saying if you had a guy like Genty that you could plug in like that, that's a big playmaker.
Here's the thing: like I like Genty, but I personally don't think he'll be there by 12.
I agree.
And Mario Hampton, if you can trade back and get some value and then get a Hampton, I'd love that value. But if you all of a sudden you're picking a wide receiver in the first, I would love that too. And you can still pick a Judkins, a Martinez, some of those bigger backs in the end of the second, maybe third kind of thing that they're going to do like a Rico Dowdle kind of situation, but they're going to have fresher legs and I like some of these young guys coming out in the running back position.
I do, but I think I agree with that opinion on getting two.
Marcus,
because I think that will help us out a lot.
I think you got to give one in the first or second, and then one in the fifth. You have to.
Yeah, I mean, there's some guys in the later on that I like as well too. You know, Jordan James.
Did you see
Kevin Neal?
Yes, Kevin Neal, Tajay Brooks. I think it was
quite a few of them in this draft.
Yeah, there is. That's what I'm saying. There's you can get some value there later on. So I guess you don't technically have to, but I think Genty is one of those ones. If he's sitting there, he's just there's a difference there. You know, you grab him, he's going to be able to at least if nothing, they make teams kind of have to strategize against that.
Yeah, you know, if he's there, you have no other choice but to get him. Mm-hmm. You know, you'll be a fool to leave him out on the board like that. You got to get him.
There's just a lot of talent where I just feel like if you do miss out on somebody, there's a lot there too. I mean, we're talking about some of these guys that could drop. We're hoping that they drop. Makes some of those decisions a little bit harder, you know.
Darrell Bentley says, give me Trey Harris, Nick Nash, or Ty Felton. I love Nick Nash, and I love Trey Harris. I don't know much about Ty Felton. I want production. Igbuka and Burden did have enough production. Genty at 12. Stop eating spam when you can have a T-bone steak and Genty. And that's all I'm saying is, you know, all right, I have a question for you guys. And Mark Hutchins said Shotty will be running back at 12. He's a run-first coach. I have a question
I'm telling
for
you.
If Genty's on the board at 12, and whoever wants to answer, you guys just take turns and answer. If Genty's on the board at 12, who would you take ahead of Genty?
Carter.
Well,
there'd be a bunch of them. There's like a bunch of people. There's probably like 6 or 7 people that would probably.
I wouldn't take 6 or 7, but go ahead.
Just 6 or 7.
Running back, or what are you talking?
Just
like Steven the tackle.
Just any player.
We're sitting at 12.
Like Mason Graham drops, I'm picking him. Carter drops, I'm picking him. You know, Starks maybe drops.
Like one at a time. So Phil, who would you take? You would.
So I mean, that's
Mason
what I'm saying.
Graham.
Mason Graham.
Yes.
You were talking about Starks. I like Starks. I
Yeah, I
mean,
would
he
not take him
definitely,
over him,
you know, McMillan. If somehow he was a
yes.
somehow Carter, I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
take
obvious.
Carter. Like, there's some guys that if they drop that,
Carter's
you would be
going
like,
1 possibly though.
yeah, I know exactly. But it just that's what I say. I mean, even the one Ibuka, yes. I always try to think about.
I
his
would
name.
not take Ibuka over. Here's is what I would take, and you let me know.
I would trade back and get one of them. Let the kind of draft.
Yeah, I mean, if we can.
Yeah.
I'm not counting any
Sorry,
quarterback.
guys.
Like assuming Abdul Carter's gone. I mean, realistically, Mason Graham, that would be. I would probably take Mason Graham over Genty. I wouldn't take any of the offensive linemen. I would take Tet McMillan over. I would take Tet over Genty.
Yeah. I'm big wide receiver.
I mean, Travis
exactly
Hunter's
what Wade
gone.
wants.
So, I mean, I wouldn't take any of the defensive. I wouldn't take any of the corners.
Would you take Mike Green?
Mike
Green was originally back in the second.
I don't
now
think I would take him over Genty.
I wouldn't either, but he's an amazing one.
So if you think about it, there's only 2 players I would take over Ashton Genty. And so
yeah, mine ended up being like 3 or 4.
So me, it would be like, okay, let's trade down, right? Or then we got to take the best player. Randy, your thoughts, and then we'll go around the horn here.
I would take McMillan, and I would take Mason Graham in a heartbeat.
But, I mean, there's other names like James Pierce is very enticing.
I don't want none of them over. If Genty's there, and
That's
them
what
2
I'm
players,
saying.
Yeah.
I've got to take Genty.
Got Nealon from last year.
If Genty's not there, then I trade back and get my 4th round pick back. So
Randy, you're talking sexy, man.
Well, we're talking when you talk about it, between the 3rd and 5th round, you're missing a lot of damn good talent.
Yeah.
And
a lot of this also depends on what the Cowboys do in free agency.
We know that. We know.
Well, yeah.
I kind of wish it was the other way around, right? I wish draft was before the free agency. Like it was.
That would make a lot more sense. But the players' union didn't want that because they want to be able to hit the market before all this cheap talent it comes out of the draft.
I will say this: I heard today on one of the things that the Raiders are trying to trade up to number 1 to get that
James Pierce
quarterback.
Well, again, we're already starting to hear Jalen Milroe is going to be awesome. I mean, he's going to be awesome.
Let's hype him. Let's hype him up.
Hopefully he gets picked before us. That pushes somebody down.
I mean, there's
let's hype up Howard and Riley as
his boy, but he's rising too. Will Howard, I think his name is, out of Ohio State.
Mike Green may be in the top 10. Don't kid yourself.
Who?
Mike Green.
Yeah, he's a beast.
That's true.
I'm telling you, he might go in the top 10. San Francisco supposedly likes.
Yeah.
So when I've been looking at this draft, I've been looking at defensive tackle has been a big one that I've been trying to get into. Those 2 Michigan guys, as funny as Michigan is, those 2 Michigan guys do look pretty good. There's been there is some big guys that are very nimble. Let's just be real, man. There's some huge dudes that you can get later on in the draft that could be surprising, And I know some as well. I there's one that gets to me, Darius Alexander. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's from Toledo. He's not the biggest. He's not one of those biggest guys. I think one of the bigger guys I've seen is like 6'6", 340, 340 something, 360 something. But they can move, and I think in a what's his name? Eberflus. It's going to take me a minute to get that one coming out of the tongue very fluently. When he takes over, he's going to need that big, huge nose tackle, So,
well, I'm going to speak of a guy, and I'm hearing a lot of people talk about him that he's literally standing out over at the Senior Bowl, and that's the linebacker from Oregon, Jeffrey Bassa. They're saying he's making plays all over the place. He looks like a specimen. But just looking on it seems like linebacker is not a deep class. Touchdown.
You got some good ones though. You got some ones that could make
like
plays.
Jalen Walker they have listed as a linebacker. He's not a linebacker.
He's not a linebacker.
He's
Yeah.
an
Two
edge.
edge.
So
What
you got
Jahid
Jihad Campbell, then
Jihad
you
Campbell?
have a bunch
He
of
looks pretty good, solid. But there's guys, Jack
Lander
Kaiser,
Barton,
Yeah, the linebacker for UCLA. I hear he's coming.
Schlesinger.
along.
Yeah.
one that I watched that I was surprised by was Danny Stutman.
Stutzman at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I was kind of surprised by him. I was surprised by Jay Higgins from Iowa. So there were some linebackers there that I'm like, okay, there could be some guys that we could try to help plug into some of those spots that could help with the depth
But
that we
like
may.
Wade was saying, if we go out and don't, guys, don't shoot me, but if we go get a Dre Greenlaw, now you don't have to worry about linebacker in the first few rounds, and you can get one.
But you just got the injury history. You need to kind of have that insurance too.
He has an injury history. You know, you touch
I love
him,
it. Don't get me wrong. You are right. I would love a Greenlaw. He would be
Dre
amazing
Greenlaw's
in
a
this.
great player.
Yeah, I would love it. I would be all about it.
He had
He's one of the
he had
leaders,
Achilles
too.
in
He's
the
one of
Super
the
Bowl.
leaders.
Yeah.
He's the leader.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Randy?
He hit his knee when he got back.
I
He's the
said
leader of the defense.
He's one of them standout leaders that'll say something to the guy.
Again, Dre Greenlaw is a real deal. I know he's injured, but you're not going to be paying an unbelievable price for him because of that. He had the Achilles not this year, but last year. Remember, he hurt it. What, in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but when he came back,
but he re-hurt it. He re-hurt it, and
Hey,
he
Jeff,
had
how are
to
you,
kind
brother?
of bring him out there, bring him back in, bring him out. You know, it was kind of like the whole thing where Jalen Smith, where you just kind of had to kind of like monitor
What's up,
how much playing
Christopher
time he
Harwell?
had.
How are you, brother? Daryl Bentley, you must resign Lewis and Osa. You know what, Daryl? Osa's going to be hard to keep because of one Dan Quinn. He loves Osa, and he's got $86 million. We're going to have to pay for him. Osa ain't staying for nothing, but I agree. If we lose Osa, we're in a world of hurt.
Well, what I would like to see us go out in free agency and get a top-notch guard from Kansas City that's going to be a free agent, and get a defensive lineman that's going to be in free agency, and then you can play whatever you want to play.
See, that's what I'm hoping, and if Wade's still listening, that's what I'm hoping, everybody, is that we go and get a guard. You get. I really liked what Asim Richards did last year. He got hurt, but he played very well at left tackle. Plus, you'll have a young rookie with a year under his belt. He's working hard. You know, if you're gonna cut, the other thing I would say is if you're gonna cut Terrence Steele, then maybe. But I think he's gonna have an adjustment then again. If you're gonna ask that left tackle, the Guyton, to move over to right, that's going to be an adjustment period. So, now you're talking more adjustments rather than leaving him somewhere. He wasn't, I don't think he was out physical. He just was, he just needed, he looked raw. He looked very, very raw.
He was learning the other side.
He was learning on the go, and you can't do that in the NFL. Greenlaw is signing back with the Niners. That's at least 10 to 15 million per year. Niners don't have the money though, Philly old head. As of now, they don't.
They got to pay their quarterback this year.
Yeah, they have a lot going on, Philly old head. They're trying to unload Debo. So, and like till that happens, good luck.
Yeah, what I heard that Debo is going to be a June 1st casualty.
Well, welcome, Big D. I love me some Debo. But, getting back to it, it's like we have to do something. If we could get an offense and defensive lineman, even if he did that, or even like an offensive lineman and a linebacker, how about that? Give me a guard and, and a linebacker. You give me those two? There you go. Who was that? It's Michigan.
Merrick.
Okay.
Herring.
Like I said, these are going to be day 3 guys that are on the field right now, everybody.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned for Saturday at 2:30. Those are going to be the big boys. I'm very excited to watch that game, and so it'll be interesting.
The throw was behind him and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a bad throw.
Yeah, 100%, Jimbo.
I just saw the Georgia guy that everybody's talking about, Stackhouse. I hear he's pretty good too.
Now, what I did hear from,
I think he's at the Senior Bowl down in Alabama.
Is he?
I know Ultra's going to love this. I heard his boy Broadus and Vach. And I mean, actually, I like Zach Walchuk. I actually like Zach. So they are all kind of down on Malachi Starks. They like the
Makuba.
Texas Makuba better, right, Randy?
Yes.
And as we get closer, and I go to Phil's favorite guy, Dane Brugler, the man, the myth, the legend. Once I see where Dane's going, that's where that's where you want to listen to. Don't listen to these YouTube scouts. Listen to Dane Brugler. Sorry, but true. Don't listen to these scouts who were fired. Or these YouTubers who think they know what they're talking about. Let's just listen to the man, the myth, the legend, Dane Brugler. I will have the beast, Phil, during the draft. So we will be, covering it all for you. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But
I have two safeties I really like in this draft.
Yeah, who's that?
I like Lathan Ransom
from Michigan.
Ohio
Navy?
State.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
And then I like he's a small town guy, Upton Stout from Western Kentucky or something. Western Kentucky.
I like
he's got
Jade
a little
Barron,
swag
but
to
he's
him.
going to play corner. So, I see him. Latham Ransom, safety out of Ohio State.
Yeah, they need to gain some weight, put some peanut butter, stuff like that. But I like they're just not afraid to tackle and they're good in space. And
who's the other guy?
Upton Stout.
Let me see how deep he is.
I've been looking at some of these guys like Arnold from USC. I just don't like how they kind of attack the ball, So yeah, I've been watching a lot of defense more than I've been, on offense. The offense has just been more like a skilled wide, running backs, quick wide receiver. I've seen some tight ends. There are some tight ends that I've been jumping on the bandwagon for because I would like to get one.
Yeah, there's two tight ends. Fannin for Bowling Green.
Oh, yes, Bowling Green, yes.
Arroyo from Miami. He's a good one, too.
Yes, he's a good one, too, yep.
And so is the guy from LSU, Mason.
Let me throw one more in there at you. Frank Keefe here at the U.
What of
University of Utah. He's a
tight end.
Yep. He's a good one.
I think he's playing tomorrow. I mean, this Saturday, I believe. I'm not sure.
No, he's not on the roster.
He's not a senior? No, okay.
No, he's not a senior. I think he's coming out early, though.
Well, they advised Mike Green today, and he's not playing in the game now all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's probably smart. He showed enough in that.
Yes, he ran over that one dude the other day. It was
the Oregon guy, too.
Connolly.
He got destroyed him. I was like...
I like Connolly though. He's just
he's playing out in Alabama. I'll go in the third.
Yeah. Well, you can see that he was expecting some kind of like body to body thing, and it just didn't
look good.
It did not come off like he zigged when he should have zagged, kind of shit.
Right. I felt bad for the guy.
I was like, dang, man, people in the background hyping it up too. Like.
Yeah, I would love to get Fannin if they can get Fannin. You want to talk a big guy that would be Dak's freaking best friend? He would be Dak's best friend.
That's what I'm saying. Then you would have three of them that could
that would be
fill
a
in that role.
Pick. Harold Fannin Jr. out of Bowling Green.
I know. Well, if you can't get a receiver,
could drop.
Go after him. Get him, and then go get you a receiver in the third.
There's a lot of these other ones that are skilled that you're not thinking of. Some of the tight ends, so the tight ends could drop before really some of them are coming off the board.
Yeah.
So you could possibly get him in the third or so.
In the third or fourth. Yep.
Yeah.
Who else was good? Yeah. So I mean, we lost Wade. That's who we lost.
One position I have not been anybody on. Cornerback. I do. There's nothing I'm like, oh yeah, that guy is amazing. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Ravel is the top guy that they're talking about.
You got Will Johnson. You got Ravel.
And they all have like holes, but they're good. They're good. But yeah,
I hope Will Johnson goes ahead of us. That way, it knocks
I agree.
down. because I don't think Will Johnson's that good. I watched him, and he gets beat too much.
Yeah, Ultra. I was talking to some Eagle fans. They think that Warren's going to drop to them. I'm like, there's no way he drops that far. No way. Warren's going.
Yeah, middle of the draft.
I would
probably.
say top 20.
I would agree with you because if
I was thinking like 14th to 17th.
Yeah. It was. I mean, like top 20 somewhere in there. Yep.
Brian, you said a week or so ago, watch the drafts. Well, the mock drafts are starting to change now.
Already.
The names are starting to move
up.
It
is.
Names
It is.
are starting to drop
It happens
down.
every year. That's why
the combine will do it too.
Like we'll do mock drafts just for fun, but really, again, we don't even know what we don't know yet. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean. But Boy Trey has a good point because people are going to make a big mistake, and this is who I'm afraid. This guy here, Twiz, I'm afraid you guys get him. A guy named Tez Johnson. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he killed it yesterday.
He cannot be covered. He reminds me so much like a Deshaun Jackson.
That's who I thought. That's
who he reminds me of. And I'm watching him at the Reese's Senior Bowl. Nobody can cover this cat. And I'm
He's got speed to kill. He comes out.
Imagine throwing him. I mean, like, I don't know that they would do it in the first round, but man, you imagine him like to Philly at like 31, slide him in the slot. Jesus, my God, that would be the worst case scenario because you cannot cover him.
Like how you snuck that number in there.
Hey, Brian, you got to see the 2 drafts that I did earlier today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let me show you.
I'll show them both.
I'll hurry with them.
All right.
Okay, that's the first one.
I'll see now. Oh, there you go. Gee, look, get the hell out of here. You got Jihad Campbell, Restrepo, Jackson Dart, Savion Williams, Travian Henderson, Shamar Turner, Lander Bart. You always find a way to get that Utah linebacker.
I love him. He is good.
Ollie Gordon. I love Ollie Gordon. Kobe Bryant. Jordan Phillips. Wow. Who else do we like? Devin Neal. Wow. Jack Nelson, I like. Joshua Farmer, I like. Look, he got Shiloh, just in case you want to lure his dad. If it all goes to shit.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, that was the first one. Here's the second one.
Many viewers believe the video is genuine.
Captain Trade back over here.
Judkins, Torrey Horton. We'll get to see Torrey Horton tonight. I don't know if he's playing today. Ollie Gordon, you love you some Ollie Gordon.
Yep.
Miles Frazier, I like it. You got Farmer again. I like the first one better. I like Joshua Gray. Look at that. Second, third. My Lord, just all those. That's ammo for Arch.
Exactly.
That's AFA. Ammo for Arch.
There you go. That's what we need. Anyway, that's how I did mine.
Anyone
today.
know the score? Yeah, the score is
8 to
0.
It's 8-0. I would have it up here, but I can't find it anywhere. ESPN's not doing a game cast for it, which is so ridiculous.
Well,
what about CBS
NFL.com?
Sports?
It'd be NFL.com would be the
All right, let me see.
Yeah,
on
NFL.com.
NFL Network. It would
Well, that was a freaking major hit.
It was. He got tagged.
Yeah, he did. He thought he was going to run over that guy. That guy ran over him.
I gotta see it. Here we go.
While others are left questioning whether this was a genuine paranormal encounter.
I'm hearing somebody's TV.
Oh my God,
that's
he
mine,
fumbled
sorry.
too, didn't he?
Yeah, he fumbled. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, he laid an egg.
He
As soon as
smoked him.
he got hit, he was like, boop, just laid that egg.
Yeah, I can't find it on NFL Network either. So
He's like, I went to Dallas and I got a concussion. Like that. Dang.
No, he ain't going to remember Dallas.
He tackled the
Boy,
football.
he popped him.
That was a textbook
Number
tackle,
21.
too. That was a textbook tackle too.
What
Kansas State.
Yeah. Oh.
Kansas State.
Is it Kansas State or is that? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Siegel.
Damn. Oh man,
Boy,
he
he
got lower. He just got lower. Penn State.
Marquise Siegel. Kansas State. 5'11",
Like Penn State.
5'11" and a half, and once. He's a small guy.
Oh, yeah.
178.
Yeah.
He brought the wood, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
who did we lose? Oh,
Chris.
Wade.
He's sick again. Oh shit.
Yeah. James, it's the East that's winning 8-0.
I'm trying to find it so I can put a score up, but it's not.
No, he's not. He's not looking for it.
I
Yes,
know
I
y'all
am,
don't like
fucker.
this, but I kind of hope that Genty gets picked before we come up on the board.
Oh my God, Randy, here you go, man.
Well,
like
I
being all
want to trade down
negative.
once and get that fourth rounder back.
It's like I want to make it easy for them to decide to trade back.
That's right. Well, I don't think he's going to make it past 10 anyway.
I don't think so either.
I
don't
think he
so.
might.
I would like him, but I don't
actually
think
think he might.
It depends on the craziness that happens within the first 6 picks, you know. If all of a sudden the quarterback's this valued thing, you know, or you never know how they're thinking. Especially some of these ones that like
I just wouldn't pick Milroe in the first round. There ain't no way.
No way.
In fact, I really wouldn't pick even the two that are getting picked. I wouldn't pick them inside the top 10.
But it depends on how desperate they are to get that guy. You know,
I know, and they may be desperate for Milroe.
Yeah. If they're like picking like they're one of these teams like in the middle that need one. I mean, I guess some of them really don't need quarterbacks.
The Raiders, Tennessee, Cleveland.
How do you think the
New
Jets
York,
maybe like
Jets? I mean, you got a lot of teams that need quarterback, but I think a lot this year's going to happen with that. There's a lot of teams that saying I'm not going to waste that pick, and I want to get a purebred stud. I don't want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then you're like hoping that you can make it through that second wave of those same guys needing quarterbacks. You know.
Well, that's what's going to happen in the bottom of the first round. Some teams are going to come up and go get Dart or somebody like that.
See, it's just crazy because PFF has Dart more in the back of the draft, where you got all these other ones, closer to the front. So it's.
Well, I noticed if you've seen more than one mock area like that, PFF has certain players lower. I mean, Besh at 120 something or something like that, where other mock places have him at like 78 or 79. It just depends, I think, on which.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that's the difference. You mean websites have like that, which you mean is that's just a website. That's 2 different websites,
right?
Not 32 other teams. You know what I'm saying? So It's like those guys valuing it. That's why those people, some of those jump the gun. We all know that, right? Where they jump the gun or they can't make a decision, like Minnesota. Those 2 years where they get traded, they get passed up because they can't make a decision or they're talking. I don't know what is going on there where they can't get their picks in. That's embarrassing. We almost did that, really, right? We almost did that.
Yeah, we did
a couple years ago.
Yeah, we did. I don't remember when it was, but we did almost do that. I know a lot of people aren't happy with the hires, but I think we're doing the right thing. I do too. With all these young guys, just give these guys a chance. I wish Jerry hadn't come and said what he said in the press conference, because I didn't think that was called for.
He's got diarrhea of the mouth, man.
You don't say something like that about
it's
the guy.
It's the riskiest thing.
I mean, I think it's the riskiest thing that Schotty's done, being a coach for them is what I think, but we'll see. I do believe that they're going to go out free agency this year, because I heard today that even Jerry Jones admitted that the culture was bad. And when he starts admitting stuff like that, it's about damn time he can see it.
I'm telling you, man. I'm just saying, until he starts doing it, we just every time we see him, we got to boo. We just got to boo.
Yep, that's it.
Boo instantly. Boo. Like
that's it.
Got to Goodell him. We got to Goodell him. That's the only way that shit's gonna change.
What's going to happen if we go out and pick 3 or 4 or 5 free agents? I mean, not bullshit free agents, but good ones. The fans are going to go crazy.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get elite. I think it'll just be like, if there's a good, exactly.
2 or 3.
But then everybody else will be that like, clearance kind of thing, But some of them won't be a bad thing. Like you look at a Chicago Bears type of situation where he was, and he had like a Khalil Mack at the time, so it's like, I wonder about that. Like, so there's some ones in there. You always
touchdown. Who is it?
Yes,
it's the Auburn running back.
No,
Arizona.
No, I went Arizona. Look, you
got
Arizona.
How about it? Watch it right
okay.
now.
Maybe they're just
like I don't see it.
No, it was.
It is Arizona's. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Arizona.
Thought so.
But the guy with the Wolfpack logo on his helmet was the ones doing all the dancing. Weird.
Ridiculous that you can't
Was
find
it
live
an offensive
scoring.
lineman? Yeah, it was an offensive lineman.
No, what I meant about was that play wasn't working.
No.
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. There's no live scoring. I can't. Sorry, everybody. Can't find it. At this point, what the hell's a big deal? 14-0 East over West. That's a weird helmet. It looks like Michigan, but it's white and navy.
Yeah, they got no they got no creative department in some of these ones. Like shit, guys. Like, well, you know what? We'll do this, but we'll render the different color.
We'll be Michigan, but not.
Oh my god! You know, because they already have the pattern here. We can save money if we just do this. If the template's already there. Oh my goodness, guys! You guys went with the template like a class ring type of shit. Like, come on.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to the Reese's Senior Bowl too. That one's gonna have a lot of good people in it. Tyler Warren over Genty. Liquid Gold Fund. Thanks, Philly D.
Wow. No.
Liquid Gold travel mug soon to be here in another few days. It's Philly D in the house, baby. Philly's all hopped up on Mountain Dew. He's ready for the birds. Dallas has to go all in or tank. They can't just mess around this year. Bobby. Sure they can. You know
yeah, they can. Like, they're not in a hurry.
They like to play with their food, Bobby. Come on,
exactly.
Now. That's what
it's gonna take a little bit of time to get the personnel that they want. You know, so it's. You think you'd be competitive, but we got to see the roster put together.
Boyle?
I don't know who Dank DeMoss is. Who is that?
I need my gallon soda like Troy. If Troy drinks his, I think it's his Diet Coke out of the
big gulp
out of the
shit.
out of the 2 liter. What's up, Thomas?
Oh no, hell no, hell no, Ultra.
You okay?
Dank DeMoss, that's that big chick that rapper.
Oh my God, the one that couldn't go in the lift.
The one that sued Lyft. Hell no.
Didn't she just she fall down on the stage? Is like I'm pretty sure she's gonna sue the ground.
Yeah.
Like she knew she couldn't look at that thing. I don't know. She's doing it for publicity, you know.
I was Oscar. I would love to drive home. I'm 8 hours away. 6 if I'm rolling.
Go spacing.
Yeah, right. All right. So we got. Yeah,
that helmet was Middlebury College.
That's the guy. That's the guy I was talking about.
Middlebury College.
Yes, out of Middlebury. He's been killing it in practice. His name is Thomas Perry.
Yes, that's him.
So that's the guy who's trying to make a name for himself. He's trying, which I think he will get drafted. He'll be on an NFL team.
That's the one that caught that pass, right?
Yes.
He'll be in Detroit. He'll be in Detroit.
That wasn't a fumble.
Yeah, that's. I think that school's up in the New England area, up in Massachusetts.
If I was the Lyft driver, I would have said, "Call a pickup."
Yeah, she should have called it a flatbed. She should have called it a flatbed, not like like Home Depot. They could have rent that for like $20, right? Like
it'll be nice to wait. One of the good free agents is going to be one wide receiver at number 5. Must be talk to text, most sure.
But that's her whole gimmick, man. So that's why it's like, you know, I don't know, man. It's
Bobby. What's up?
Crazy.
What round do you take a quarterback? What round would I take a quarterback? Or what round would they take a quarterback? They'll take one in round.
I would trade between 4 and 6. I would take one.
Me?
Oh wait, you don't have a 4th rounder.
Me, I would trade down, rack up the picks, and take one probably in the I don't know.
I like the trading down thing. I love the trading down.
Fourth, fifth. Well, if you're getting Riley Leonard, you can wait till one of your comp fives. But Deuce Bigelow would get a freaky with Dank. I gotta look up Dank DeMoss. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
She's a
Dwight.
huge. she's like, did you say steak? No, I said mistake. You must have made a mistake.
Detroit rapper Dank DeMoss. There you go. I'm gonna show. There you go. You ready, Loyal?
Liz, is that Lizzo's tag team partner?
That's wrong.
There you go, Loyal. Dank
Oh, my God.
DeMoss. Anybody with the name of Dank,
Oh.
you need to. I'm sorry, but anybody with the word her name is Dank, that can't be good. Here you go.
I've seen some bigger ones that look nice, but that one's she doesn't.
I heard
Eagle
Lizzo lost
fans-
weight though. Lizzo lost
Eagle
weight. I
fans,
heard.
look away. Loyal, I gotta. This, like, I was able to find this. This is breaking news. A young Saquon. Look, you ready?
Yep.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
There it is, baby. I broke it.
He was at the Diddy party.
He was there. It don't look like it's a white party, but that doesn't happen till later, right?
Yeah, that's the after party. Usually.
That's the after party. I was able to find it, everybody.
Oh.
Beetlejuice.
The internet is
Ultra said they gangbang.
I
They
can't
gang
say
big
it. I know.
Barkley. Oh my God.
You have to learn how to proofread.
They tush pushed him.
Oh shit!
Wrong.
Talk about the tush push. But I'm bumped.
You know, Diddy's at least a nice gas to use oil. I mean, like.
Oh man, you got
So now our staff, obviously, because we don't have really a staff, is not there at this because we're usually at one of these like the Senior Bowl or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bobby says, I heard she likes it on top. She about to get paid. Well, what I
You
was
better have
told
a good
was,
core for that.
what I was told was the best thing to do is just kind of roll her around in flour and look for the wet spot.
Man,
Good Lord.
you better have a good core for that, man.
It's
That'd
like
be-
a- it's
kill
like
you.
Good core.
It's like
You gotta
searching
do
for a
lot of
leak on a
crunches,
tire.
bro. You people
Oh
are
my
sick.
God.
You
Upper
guys
body
bring the
strain, you'd
worst
be
out
dead.
of me.
It's football season already. It's
My
over.
God. Phil, did you see that one thing I
Ultra stupid.
did you
Okay,
think,
ultra.
see that thing I sent you on Instagram, Phil?
I usually check it like once a week. More recently than no.
Yeah, it was just this afternoon.
No. Then
It was pretty funny.
let's see.
When I'm 3 beers, yeah, you gotta. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. It just caught me funny. They were handing. I can't read it. Chief's gonna get blown out. The chefs. How the hell does Ultra find Dank DeMoss? That's what I want to know. How do you find her? Oh my God! There you go, Ultra. You ready? There you go, Dank. Look at her.
E.
Look at her, Loyal.
E.
Dank. That's
This is
dank,
wrong.
people.
Hey man, everybody has their fetish, right?
Well,
Oh, man.
all I would say is there's
That's what AI is so nice, you know.
it's just hard to I don't know. Randy's like, no, I'm out. This shit's
No
ridiculous."
comment. No comment here.
I can't. That's funny. Philly D. Yeah, I don't know what Ultra's into, but looks like she ate Mark Holmes. God.
Yeah, Mark and Philly 500. He was hungry.
Oh, God. You people are crazy. I woke up this morning and I didn't know what a dank DeMoss was. Now I can't get around my
Yeah, now
head.
you can't. Yeah, you're gonna have dreams of her tonight. Your dreams are gonna be dank.
Oh my God.
You sure that wasn't an Eagles cheerleader over there?
Yeah.
Ultra? That wasn't a.
He's got issues. I want to party with him. Jordan, put the game on. Yeah, I wish I could, Jordan. I get copyrighted, bro.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
Oh, who did we lose? Who's gone now? They're dropping.
Randy was like, oh. Randy was like,
Randy's
I think
like-
it was Randy.
I was like, I'm getting the F out.
yeah. These guys are.
Thank the
potty
Moss
mouth.
was the final straw.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you rather see that or?
Oh my God.
God.
I heard about that, but I didn't see that. I'm like, what the hell?
So.
What was that one time? Who was that one that came on and had that thing come on our stream with the chick showing her
Oh yeah, I
boobies?
have it. I sent it to.
I was like, what
me,
the
yeah.
hell?
Oh, he's like, what
oh,
happened?
shit.
What happened? I have it.
I was like, yeah, he said it showed. I was like, oh.
Well, me, I like
He
yeah. The
was
one
accepting
time
everybody.
I,
I was like, I
anybody
told
in-
him, I said, you better stop letting everybody in.
Yes. I mean, what do you think that was? Was that like some sort of bot or something?
Ultra Dake DeMoss, she wouldn't be able to fit on a plane. They would have to have her like
I guess
they'd
somebody
have to
else's
take the
commitment.
middle, both middle aisles out for her
She'd
to
have
sit
to
down.
sit in first class.
Yeah,
You sue the airline. Yeah, those are the ones where they started making you pay for extra tickets and stuff.
she had to buy 3 tickets.
She better own stock in dude wipes. There we go. Oh God. Fuck. That can't be her real name, Dank. All right, 14-0 East over West. We got a real barn burner.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was a good way to. Like I said, these are basically day 3. She smells like a beef and cheese.
Oh, fumble. Boom. All right, that was great. Defense got it. Wow. Won't. Well, at least now West has a chance, right?
I bet she has a monthly subscription from the local drive-through car wash. That would probably be the best way to get it done there, Mark Hutchinson.
Actually makes sense.
Daniel, I do think we can get a Buka. I really do. Whether they do it or not,
Yeah,
I don't know.
see it. The way the draft is going, that's why I wish Randy was here. But the way the draft is going, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's where they're going to go. I think there's going to be too many good players that are rated higher than Egbuka. I don't know. What do you think, Troy? Well, he's mocking it up. You could tell. He's mocking his
he's
ass
going to
off.
be there.
I know he's going to
I
be
think-
there, but I mean, I think other people are going to drop.
Yeah.
Where you're going to be like, wow. I
And the
mean,
question is, do you drop back a few, spots to ensure that player's going to be there for you?
I mean, my thing is, you take a James Pierce or a wow, nice play. 21-0.
Really?
Or 20.
6.
Oh my gosh. Really?
So who's that player that got that helmet on that looks like Michigan but white? What school is that?
Yeah, that's Middlebury. That's what they said.
I think that's Middlebury. It
Oh,
could
okay.
also be Missouri's old helmet too.
Didn't
No.
the Eagles? They used to have a helmet
It's
like that,
Middlebury.
didn't they? Back in the day,
Wow.
that ugly yellow or blue that they wore one time. The Eagles.
I don't know what we were saying. Mike Green. I mean, what's the edge rusher's name again? Green. Mike Green out of Marshall. If you have Egbuka there, who would you take over Egbuka? Would you take Genty over Egbuka?
Yes.
Would you take?
He's looking for he's not looking for just like your normal.
Would you take
What?
or something?
Would you take
I just think
James
Genty's
Pierce?
too finesse.
Would you take James Pierce over Egbuka?
I take Pierce.
I think it's one of those things though too. It's just within his category. You can even talk to would you take him or would you take Burden?
Yeah.
Like there's even that conversation, like I wouldn't take Burden over him. So but that was just me. I know a lot of people that love Burden. So
Mark Hutchin, did you get your hoodies yet? Probably not, right? Let me know if you did. Yeah, Randy, I thought we scared you off with Dank.
Oh no.
I'm like, dude, I'm sorry.
He's like, I gotta go throw up.
I don't know what else you're doing over there. But,
God, it
like,
really did go. Well,
free
we were just
agency
talking about hypotheticals, because they're talking Egbuka, and I like Egbuka. We talked about it. First things first, Phil goes Egbuka or Burden. Who would you go? I
agree with Ultra. Ibuka is a great route runner, and that's what we need. We need somebody that can run some
Ibuka.
routes.
Yep.
So
I think I'd take Egbuka.
You would take Egbuka over Burden.
Because Tolbert, none of these guys can really run routes, and that's why
I would take Ibuka because he's a route runner and throw the
Oh
ball.
God.
That's just what I would do. I mean, but to be truthful with you, I'll be honest with you. If Mike Green is there and we're drafting and all the good players have already been taken.
What's good though? Who's on the board when you're taking Mike Green? That's what I'm trying to get at.
I would take Mike Green over
Egbuka?
No, over. I probably would take him over Ibuka and Burden. I would, because I think he could do to our defense what a lot of players can't.
I'm gonna say there's an argument that can be made. Yeah, Randy, go ahead.
Because if you put him on one side of the defense and you put Micah wherever he's going, and when Overshawn gets well, and Leofow there, man, we could be freaking from sideline to sideline. I don't see anybody being able to stay with us. I just don't.
Well.
I believe we can find a good receiver in the second if we have to, but if it comes to it,
that's
we can
all
all
I'm trying to get at. Like when you're really we're sitting there at 12, everybody wants Egbuka. I love Egbuka, but okay.
I would trade down at 12 if we were going to do that.
Well,
yeah, we forgot all about Sam Williams, Ultra. He kind of disappeared.
Sam Williams is done.
That's the thing is, until Sam and them do things, you gotta
move on. I mean,
I love Sam Williams,
not move
but
on, but
you haven't seen enough.
They have to they have to prove themselves back.
Yeah, we need to draft, and as though we need to draft Ultra, in my opinion, as if Sam Williams is not there because he hasn't been. He hasn't been consistent. He can't stay on the field. There's a lot of issues. Ooh, there you go.
That'd be a young trade target,
So. I love him.
I would trade down.
Yeah, I heard that, Daniel, that the left hand up's trying to get Osa.
He has a lot of talent, bro. He does. He definitely does. But let's put it this way, Ultra. I want one more piece. I want one more. So
don't be surprised if the Cowboys don't draft an offensive lineman, though. I'm just saying because I know
I do not want an offensive lineman in the first round. I almost threw up today.
I do not want an offensive lineman.
Come on,
we all agree, but I'm telling
you, they did it before with Travis Frederick, Zach Martin.
Yeah. They don't need to do it. They got enough. I thought their offensive line was coming on by the end of the year. I get what everybody's saying with the left tackle. I get it, but I also see. Akeem Richards start games and look friggin' good. So
yeah, I like BB. I like Tyler Smith. I'm not sold on Tyler Guyton.
But but we saw Akeem Richards come in and not really miss a beat.
I go with coaching on that. Yeah, I'm with Brian. I go with coaching on that, man. Even Zach Martin was struggling. There's a lot of stuff within the scheme, coaching decisions about putting people in when they, we talk about Udoga and all that kind of stuff. that shouldn't have been in there. Guys, like, even though they're younger, we need to kind of have. Last year, we needed Guyton to go through some of those growing pains, and we were really out of contention. And Mike wasn't going to be here, and he was just kind of messing things up for us for the next stage. And now you got a guy that kind of stunt his growth a little bit. You're hoping Duke Merriweather can kind of like continue with that, and that'll get better. But obviously, loving some insurance in the free agent. I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to put capital, draft capital into one of those picks. But if you have somebody staring at you that you can't resist, then I would love it as well too. I mean, just adding another piece into this rotation somewhere would be great. Not center.
No, not center. No, I agree.
Like, there's nobody in this draft that I go, oh, I want that guy. Like, there's been like a couple guys past couple years where I'm like, oh, I wanted Linderbaum. I wanted, some of these. I can't even remember what's the other center that I wanted. What was the one from Oregon?
I know you're talking about. He went to Pittsburgh, I think. Oh, heck.
Who are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Center that out of Oregon.
That's who I wish we'd have drafted first round last year, and then got beat.
He struggled a little.
He struggled. Definitely did.
Yeah. Jackson something.
Jackson. Yeah. Jackson Powers.
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Jackson
Powers Johnson.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. We'll put it all together.
Got it.
Struggled through it. Kind of hit the speed bumps along the way.
Powers Johnson.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, who is on the offensive coaching staff? Because this is all I have right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We don't have an offensive coaching staff.
We still need to put it together. Again,
right
if that
now,
Arizona pick is coming over, I think that would be an amazing one because
we got
Shoddy. Arizona kicks our ass.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the Arizona coach either.
Andre Curtis and Aaron Whitecotton. That's who we have. And we got Nick Sorensen. So, again, stay tuned on what we're.
I'm interested in that. I'm interested to see if that's what they end up doing. If they ended up promoting him into the offensive coordinator position, because again, Arizona always destroyed people in the running game and their moving tackles and all that. They had no problem swinging people around in the running game, and they're very creative. So I definitely like that aspect, or even possibility that he might be that guy.
I'll tell you somebody I wouldn't mind seeing the Cowboys getting a free agency, and that's Connor from Arizona, the running back.
James Connor.
Yeah, as a running backup.
I think he re-signed.
Did he re-sign?
Yeah, James Conner re-signed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He re-signed on a multi-year deal.
They gave him a lot of money too.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
let's say, I know Brian's not a fan of his, but let's say they were going to go out and they actually spent money on free agency, and they got a position that we don't think you should spend money on and go out and get a draft pick instead. But let's say they had like a Najee Harris. Are you possibly now, or do you feel like running back's taken care of and you pick that one later on in the round and you feel that position is done, or do you still picking somebody high?
I'm not a big Najee Harris fan.
Yeah, me neither.
He's always available,
I mean, as a backup, if he signs with decent money,
he wouldn't be no backup.
All right, here I'm going to well, since you brought it up and the game is what it is, we're going to talk about it. So let me zoom this so I can actually see. All right. You got 44 players available. I'm going to media share this so people could see what's going on here. So I'm not pulling shit out my keister. Aaron Jones is going to be a free agent. Okay. He made $7 million. His market value is $5.6 million. So Aaron Jones, that's
he might be a good one to add.
Again,
didn't he get hurt at the end of last year?
He did.
Yeah,
he bounced back. He did bounce back and
okay.
Najee Harris, he's only 26. Aaron Jones is 30.
Yeah,
I think Najee's going to stay with Pittsburgh.
Najee made
I don't
3
know.
I
mil.
don't think so because
I
they
don't
didn't
think so.
give his 5th-year option, so he probably won't stay.
His calculated market value based on his numbers is 9 mil a year. Dallas ain't doing that.
Nope.
Jeff Wilson, AJ Dillon, no thank you. We had him already. Nick Chubb, Javonte.
Yeah, but if your average is 9, that means your base is probably like 4 or 5. So it's like,
but if that's the case, they're going to bring back Rico. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I see them bringing back Rico.
There's
when we
nobody
get-
either
else.
way, even if they were to
Yeah.
sign Harris, I think they bring back Rico by that
Now,
point.
Rico.
And I hope they double up on the
Stephen
running
Jones
back
resigning
anyway.
now.
Speaking of Rico, he made 1.2
Oh, and he
last year.
fumbled.
He's actually 27. His market value is going to be 6 mil. So there's a good chance we'll bring Rico back and draft one, and I'd be fine with that. I'm not going to hate that.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I like a lot of these running backs in this draft. So again,
I mean, you got
I
Kareem
think
Hunt.
it will-
Yeah, you know, we got Kareem Hunt. All of a sudden, he's having a rebirth, but nobody else.
Yeah.
I really don't think we're going to bring in a free agent running back. So
I don't either.
it would
I
be
just
Rico.
think I think the meat and the potatoes should be the free agents ones. Your
It would be
linemen, your defensive
Rico.
tackles,
Lineman, your
Yes.
offensive and defensive lineman, and free agent.
linebackers. You know,
Yes.
So
stuff
that
like
was
that.
running back. So let's go
I
to
think
linebacker.
I think I would make a play for Addison.
Well, let's look at wide receiver. Free agent wide receivers. Okay, I got to get this friggin' ad off. It's friggin' annoying.
Yeah, man, I like watching this.
I think T would be top of my list.
I think T is the one that you got to kind of
Well, it's
everybody
on the
gets
screen.
around,
You
but you
got
got
Stephon
to.
Diggs, who's
I think
31.
Diggs is more of a possibility just because I think Houston could possibly walk away, and then they were like, "Oh, it's a cheaper
Well, he's a
signing.
free
Let's get the
agent.
Diggs part to do."
Yeah.
Oh, did they? I thought he still had another year
Nah,
left.
he's a free agent. He
Yeah.
made 22. He ain't making that. His market
No,
value
no.
is 13.
He'll be lucky if he
Yeah.
makes 5.
I'd say 7 or 8.
Yeah,
I'd say most
exactly.
is 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you got T. Higgins, who's 26.
He's going to be about 31 for him.
Yeah,
31.
Yeah.
I think he's out of reach. I think his price
I
tag
do
is out of
too.
reach.
I think
Market
this
value
next
is
year,
25 mil.
I don't like Keenan Allen. I think Keenan Allen
No.
disappears in games. A lot
He's
of
already
games.
said he only wants to play for 2 different teams, and the Dallas ain't one of them.
Amari
good,
Cooper
man.
is
He
30. He made 20 mil last year. Amari Cooper markets
I'd bring back Hopkins. I'd bring Hopkins in.
is 14 mil for Amari. That's a bargain. Brandon Cooks, there we go. He's a free agent. He's 31. He made
No.
his previous AAV. He didn't make that.
I could
last
see them
year.
coming back just because of Schottenheimer.
5 mil.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Shoddy.
I think
Yeah.
Shoddy will bring him back, but he won't be but a third or a fourth.
Yeah, I agree.
you know,
That's okay. That's
Jalen
that's
Tolbert
great.
Marquise
drop
Brown.
down. Jalen Tolbert won't be the second or third receiver.
See,
He's
I'd rather get rid of Brandon Cooks and go with Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown is 27.
yeah,
He made-
Hollywood.
Yeah, give me Hollywood. He made 7, and he's going to make 8 around.
Right.
Yeah,
Brown's
basically
gonna
around.
be like the Allen Harper of another team.
Yeah, so that's basically anybody that you would be interested in wide receiver. Who else did you want to look at?
Let's go defensive tackles,
Defensive.
Milton
like defense,
from
and then linebackers.
Philadelphia. Milton from Philadelphia. He's underrated. He didn't play a lot, but I'm telling you, he's underrated. He's going to get a lot of money.
B.J. Hill, defensive tackle out
Not a
of
bad one.
Cincy.
Not a bad one. No.
DJ Jones. He's 30 out of Denver.
Joseph.
Sebastian Joseph, I don't really know. You got Javon Kinlaw. He's kind of moving
I
around.
think
had a big
I
one.
think Javon Kinlaw would be the one I'd target.
Who did he play for this year? The Jets?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
and-
he might come because
Yes,
of the coach.
that's what yes, exactly.
That would make sense.
So if we threw out there, he's only 27.
I'd go after
You know-
Kinlaw.
Like, you know
I'd
what I
bring
mean?
Linville.
That would be a good rotational piece, especially if you lost Osa. Like, if you lost, I mean, hopefully you can, like, keep Osa, but, you know,
Yeah. Well, if you're not going to bring back Osa, at least getting somebody like taking that money and adding the little extra
you got
for
Linville
a BJ
Joseph,
Hill, for one of those guys.
Jonathan Hankins.
You know, trade for some guys that, you know, maybe are not on the market that people are thinking.
Well,
Yeah.
Tennessee's got one guy I would love to have. What would it
Sweat.
take to get
Sweat.
Simmons?
Nah, he
Oh,
wants-
Simmons.
Yeah. Here you go. You got Osa Odigizua, Milton Williams. Milton Williams is making 1.2. His market value is probably, it's 12 mil a year.
Yeah.
He's gone. So
Yeah.
he's not staying with you.
I will say this. I did hear that Dallas may start working on Osa's contract here pretty quick. That's what I heard.
That would be great. Osa's going to be getting 21 mil a year.
What linebackers are?
Yeah, that's who I was kind of looking forward to.
What about that Lecky Fotu
I'm trying
from the
to
Jets?
see. Linville Joseph is free. Because this is not in any sort of order. This is an order of what they made last year.
Yeah.
This isn't. You got Eddie
Their market
Goldman.
value, Yeah.
Just looking at it real quick here. You got Tart. Itire Tart. You got Jay Tufele. Tui Pualatu out of Kansas City. Just looking. There's a lot of names on here. Anyway, linebacker. Let's look at linebacker.
What was Lecky Fotu? What was his?
Well, that was last.
It seems like
Fotu. He was 2.5.
What's his worth?
They don't have his market value.
Oh,
So,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, but let's look at linebacker.
Greenlaw.
Yeah, well, you got Khalil Mack. He'll be 34 years old.
Still
1 year
playing at a
deal.
high level.
Bad.
Yeah.
His market value is going to be.
I wouldn't pay anywhere.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay anything over 10. It's like, so I'd be out of it probably. So
yeah, Khalil.
This is the one where if they go cheap on this, I would not blame them on that.
How about Hassan Reddick?
What's
Too
he
much
gonna-
baggage.
He's 30. He made 15. His market value is going to
If
be
he
11.
took a lot, if he took closer to 10, I would think about.
Well, you're close.
He sacks the quarterback.
Dre Greenlaw. He made 8.2 this year. He's 27. Over a year removed. A full year removed.
No, I didn't see your comment, Drew. What did you say about Overshown?
6.7. That's what they're saying he's going to make. You wouldn't want Greenlaw?
Yeah, I would want Greenlaw for 6.7.
Yeah,
he's
for
a
7
stud.
million. Yeah.
I mean, I know he got hurt, but we got to do something like that. We sign him for 1 or 2 years, and he leaves.
He's
We're
only
going to get a draft
27.
pick out of
He'll be,
Not a lot of people like him, but I like Judon.
Yeah, I like Judon myself.
He kind of
had a
fell
bad
off.
year.
Yeah,
Bad.
he fell
Well,
off
because
a little bit.
Atlanta. Come on, let's be
Well,
real.
He was on a team that.
Yeah.
Atlanta wasn't that good.
And he was the one star on that team. It was like
This will be the year we get a 35-year-old Bobby Wagner. We'll
that-
finally
that-
get him.
Overshown is a safety. No.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong.
Isaiah Simmons,
linebackers. There's some good
linebacker,
linebackers out there.
New York Giants. I liked Isaiah Simmons. Devondre Campbell.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a
more
lot
than a
of
handful
names on here.
Yeah.
A lot of names. You got to look at guys like maybe EJ Speed. I don't know if he played on Zach Bond. Zach
He's
Bond
gonna
made
cost-
himself some money.
He's going
what
to
is he
command some
projected
money.
to make?
He's
Yeah,
getting
20?
9.7. They're saying.
Heck, if you could pry him away from Philly, I'd throw maybe 10 million his way.
There's just a lot. I mean, there's a lot of linebackers. Willie Gay Jr., Eric Hendricks. He'll be 33.
Could come back.
For a year.
So what do you guys think? Drew says in the comments we should move Overshown back to safety. What do you What do you guys think about that?
No, I like where he was playing. He was making a difference.
He can't play safety, I don't think. He was never a true safety, even in college. So what else you want to see? Outside linebacker? Let's look at outside linebacker. Okay.
I think if you're gonna get a corner as well, you got to get one in free agency because this draft I'm not really liking. the draft.
Kaiser White.
I still like Zach Bond. If you can pry him away from Philadelphia.
Yeah, you'd be doing two things. You'd be taking something away from the enemy and getting a good player.
Julian.
Who do they think?
Julian Aquara. What's that?
Who does Philadelphia, or who are they saying that Philadelphia may not be able to sign?
Well, I could pull up their free agents.
Yeah.
Let me look. Let me go to over the cap. Salary cap. Teams. Eagles.
Jackson Dart's rated 41 now.
Yeah, he's rising. Let's see. 2025. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see here. You got Jason Kelsey's dead money still. Wait, let me look. I guess it'll be next year. How do you find out? Let's see.
Yeah, that'll be for 2025.
All right. Well, Josh Sweat. That's a void year. So I'm not sure if he's gone or not. I don't know how to read this. Let me just go and look at Eagles free agents.
Mason Graham's starting to drop a little bit in all the mocks.
Yeah, didn't I tell you that? I mean, you know.
did.
If he's there, I'm taking him at 12.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Eagles have 18 players that are slated to become totally free. So yeah, you got Josh Sweat, who's in a void year. So that's an edge rusher. I think they.
So they
can,
may. I think
they
they'll
can
get
him
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Devin White has already been cut. So
you guys got
he's
some
gone.
good young guys there.
Brandon Graham. This is probably his last game. Shout out to Brandon Graham. He's going to play in the Super Bowl, so that's awesome.
Good for him. Good.
Avonte Maddox. He's, I don't think they want him back. Mekhi Becton. That's going to cost the Eagles some big money.
Big time, yeah.
I mean, he made himself a lot of money.
Make? What did he project
well,
to
I
make?
don't know, but
what did he make this last year?
Well, he didn't make much.
Yeah.
So,
but as a guard, he played as a guard. He played pretty damn good for Philly.
Yeah, signed as an offseason potential backup right tackle. Becton earned the Eagles' starting right guard spot and is a viable candidate to sign a long-term deal. I think they'll sign him because of Jeff Statland. So if they're going to pick a guy, they'll probably pick him to re-sign. You can't re-sign them all because, like I said, that Hurts contract has not really hit yet. Albert, I can't even pronounce that name, but the tight end, that's not a big deal. Milton Williams, that's a big one.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get him back.
It's going to be
They'll
tough.
probably lose him. I mean, he's going to command some dollars.
There's nobody really else. Nobody really that the Oren Burks, Nick Gates, Jack Stoll, not a lot. Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers could be interesting because he's actually playing a lot. Got Kenny Gainwell as a free agent, but they got Shipley. So
yeah, Shipley's doing a great job.
You got Britton Covey, Ben Van Sumeren. So really the big ones, like Randy said, is Milton, Sweat. I know Zach Bond's free. He's not on here. So they have their work cut out for him. Mekhi Becton. So again, everybody has everybody. Yeah, see, Jalen Hurts is only making $21 million in 2025, everybody. His dead money, you couldn't, just look at his salary. In 2026, his cap number is 31.7. Still not a lot. 2027, 41.8. Watch this. 2028, 47.1. There you go. There's the big one. 2029. Look at his cap number. $7 million.
Ooh.
So that's why we keep saying that. Now that's his void year, obviously. So, if you cut him pre-1,
It's structured very well.
yeah, they did a great job.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
there.
they did an awesome job with that contract. So
You should have did the same thing for Dak the last time we signed him.
yeah, I think Becton's definitely coming back, and I think you need Bond back, Drew. I think those are a must. But who knows?
True that, traded Chris.
Cap doesn't matter. You just resign early. Exactly. That's our problem. We don't know how to operate the cap, everybody. We just don't. We don't know how to operate the cap.
You don't know how to sign players early so that we could make it easy on ourselves.
But I mean, you got Williams.
Yeah, they attack the injury list, and that's how they think they're going to save money. And it's like, ends up backfiring.
Yeah.
Seems like every time you sign a player, they get hurt.
It does.
Or it's because they are just hurt. They just finished being hurt, or because that was
All
with
right,
Gallup, all those guys.
I'm
Smith.
gonna let. Wait, hold up. Let me see.
So I see. Is Ryan Kelly the center? Is he a free agent?
Is he playing with Atlanta?
He played with the Colts.
The Colts.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't remember if it was him or not.
Like there's one that I'm just seeing now that he's going to possibly become a free agent. I was like, well, I mean, he'd probably be the one guy that would kick BB out to guard.
Point.
Yeah, the center that's free agent, I believe, is with Atlanta. That's going to be a free agent. It's real good.
All right, listen, we're gonna do a consensus. Like we're gonna do a first round consensus here. Unless we decide to trade down, then we'll go more rounds.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We get some fighting words now.
Yeah.
Like your mama.
Just let her rip.
Well, like we're gonna pick every team in the first round. So if we want to trade,
so Tennessee definitely is going to take
a quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going corner.
I think Tennessee
quarterback.
Take Abdul Carter.
Well,
yeah, I think so too.
Man, to go to put your whole future in Levis.
Both of these quarterbacks aren't very good. Rumor has it they're not taking a quarterback.
But at least they get some people to buy tickets and want to be there, like at least get the hype going at the beginning. I mean,
rumor has it they're going to trade out of that position is what.
Yeah, but they had Will Levis. Like,
no, but Will Levis, they have he's meeting with a quarterback guru, so
yeah, we need to meet with like God and doing better talent.
All right, so what are we doing with what do you guys want to do with Tennessee?
Abdul Carter.
Oh no, listen, it's going to be a consensus. I would ask Loyal, but I don't think he knows. Randy,
I think they're going to draft Cam Ward.
Okay, you say Cam
Ward makes more sense to me.
Okay, so we got 2 for Ward, 1 for Abdul Carter. Ward it is. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I know we lost. I was with you, but it was fine.
No, I think Cam will be
It doesn't really matter.
I wouldn't blame him going Carter either.
It really
but I just think they need somebody.
These are all going to be gone anyway by the time.
I think Cleveland takes Shedeur.
Isn't this why they got Levis and that Willis or something like that in the beginning? Was to get that kind of quarterback that they were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not big Ward fan, but his hype train is going up enough that he could be this pick.
So anyway, who's going with Cleveland?
Cleveland,
I think they'll take Shedeur.
I think Sanders they're going to take Hunter. I think they're going to take Hunter.
I mean, both of those are good ones. I can't pick one or the other. It's a Colorado guy. How about that? I think they're going to pick a Colorado guy.
Yeah.
Well, we need a consensus.
You know what?
pick.
Right now, go with
Lloyd. Who you think?
Quarterback.
How about Thomas?
I think Cleveland's going to take Travis Hunter.
That's what I thought.
And it makes more. It does. It kind of, even though they do need quarterback,
All right, we'll give him Travis.
I mean, he's just too hot of a player. He won the Heisman.
Yeah,
the Browns, they'd like to take the best player on the board, so they're going to take Travis Hunter.
Okay, I concur with that then.
All right, Giants here.
They'll take
Shador.
Shador.
They'll take
Sanders.
Shador.
I think Sanders. Yep, I agree too.
All right. Now you
Even
got,
though he doesn't want to play there.
And
Deion
Carter
doesn't.
Yeah, don't
Fourth.
matter. Don't matter.
you got New England Patriots. Who's their wide receiver? Who did they draft
I
last
think
year?
they
Oh.
have.
Oh, what was his name? I want to say Bourne.
That's it?
This is where I get all my
I
I
mean,
can't remember who it was. I think McMillan would make sense here, if not a defensive guy, depending on how the coach is going, right?
I think they may just go edge on this one.
I think Carter would be
Carter
good.
would make good pick here.
Yeah, I think Carter is going to the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean they got their quarterback already. They don't really need to feel like going in that direction, or yeah,
Is that where we're going? Abdul Carter?
yeah.
Yeah.
The second,
Who we
yeah,
on
the
now?
back, the
Carter
Patriots,
for
the
the
Patriots. See, wide receiver does make sense here
I
because
was
you do
saying
want to get him a
McMillan,
weapon.
possibly,
Yep, that's
or
what I was
maybe
thinking
one
as
of the
well.
offensive line.
One of the two.
Yeah.
What
What's the
doesn't
crowd?
matter.
Yeah, I
What's the
think
crowd
they go
thinking?
Tet. I think you got to give him Tet.
I don't know that they go, Ted. Abdul Carter is unbelievable talent, but I don't know if he
Oh,
goes.
Trader Chris says the Pats are going to trade down, so you got to trade down, man.
Nah, well, we're not
Yeah,
trading
yeah.
this draft.
I know, I'm messing with you.
Fuck, you guys are killing me.
Man,
This-
to me, you have to get him a weapon. You need to get your quarterback a weapon. Tet makes the most sense here, but Carter keeps screaming in this pick. You know,
I agree with Carter
They don't
too.
pick him. I'm telling you, Carter don't want to go there. But
I don't
Yeah.
think Carter's going there. I think they're going to go with McMillan.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's go Tet.
Let me.
Ultra's like Faber will take Carter.
Oh shit, yeah.
It does make sense.
Fucking Ultra always makes sense.
Yeah,
Screws
always like
everything
it.
up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They laid
Why don't
$1
you get
short
in
too.
here?
Yeah, they laid
You know
$1 short, dude.
everything. Oh wait.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna
I
go
think.
McMillan.
I think they really do go defense on that one.
Really?
to be
You think
honest with
so?
you, but I'm okay with Tet too.
I don't care.
Yeah, this was a hard one.
I don't care because he's not your
Thomas.
prototypical big boy. Thomas,
Thomas.
you awake?
Okay, so you're the New England Patriots, right? And you have to pick between Abdul Carter and McMillan as a wide receiver. Who you picking? You getting your
Or an
quarterback a
offensive
wide
lineman.
receiver, or are you gonna go get your variable defensive guy?
I think I have to go with Abdul Carter.
I think you
Yeah,
just
see, yeah, everybody's like, the Carter feels like it's
All
better
right,
to pick.
let's go
Yeah.
Carter.
If you saying Mike Vrabel, that
what
Yeah,
you just
Ultra
made
said that
sense. He's
shit.
a defensive
Yeah,
coordinator.
Ultra made that. Yeah.
guy,
Yeah,
and that
makes sense.
told me right there on who to draft.
All right, Abdul Carter it is. I was hoping he would
he's
slide.
defensive
No,
minded.
he wasn't making us anyway. All right, Jacksonville is on the clock.
See, right there, the Patriots used up the whole 15 minutes on that pick right there.
Yeah, the Jags.
They were going
now,
around
they
the
need
room.
offensive
I think
tackle,
Jacksonville's
offensive
yeah.
guard. They need corner. They need
They
defensive
need
tackle.
everything.
But I mean,
I think
I think
this
they
is where
go Will
Mason Graham-
Campbell.
I think this is where Mason Graham goes.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't
I'll
think
go and
they're
go
going to
Will.
go Mason Graham here.
I think they're going to go
Who's
with
their new
Will
coach?
Campbell.
I don't think they've been the same since Campbell left. I don't think
It's
Who's-
Cohen. It's Cohen from Tampa Bay.
Liam Cohen, is he an offensive coach or a defensive coach?
Offensive minded.
He's going to go offensive line.
Duval.
Or
Yeah, he probably going to take Campbell out of
I
LA.
say Campbell. I think Campbell
I
because you
think
need
they
to pick.
need it.
They need to pick. They need to start protecting him
Yep.
more.
Will Campbell gone.
He doesn't deserve that pick though. But yeah.
The Raiders.
Ted
They need.
McMillan.
Hold up.
Ted
They need.
McMillan.
They need quarterback, running back, wide receiver.
I think
Cam
Genty
Ward.
goes here. I think Genty goes
I
here.
think McMillan.
McMillan makes sense. Yeah, the big receiver, the Adams that they wanted, they trade off. You
I
know?
say McMillan.
McMillan. Are we?
Look, we need a third for McMillan.
McMillan.
Okay, sold.
McMillan.
4. Bang. All right. Now we go to Jets. Jets need defensive tackle, offensive
Yeah.
tackle, edge rusher.
Do they need defensive tackle? Man, that didn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right. That's what
I think they go Mason Graham.
offensive.
I would say Mason Graham more that pick for the.
I
It
don't
seemed like a
think so.
Jets pick.
Now who's the new coach of the
Or
Jets?
Starks.
They're a hard team to figure
I
out.
don't think it's
Yeah,
Graham.
remember Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn is their coach.
He's defensive coordinator, so
He's going to go Mason Graham.
No,
I would say
he
Ma-
could go Michael Williams
because he already has Quentin Williams and he has some good defensive tackles already.
I think he
on
may
that
go
squad.
Malachi
might-
Starks here because
I'll tell you what. I think he might go the
I was thinking
cornerback.
Starks as well.
Will Johnson.
Yes.
or Ravel.
Dude, why would you upload this?
Yeah, I think Will
Savon
Johnson.
Ravel. But
Steal your friend.
just think about him in Detroit. What safety did he have? He had
had
Brian Branch.
Yes.
Is now we have to identify if Malachi Starks is he a Brian Branch?
I think he has potential to be
Is
that guy.
Or maybe he'll wait on that. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out what he would like.
It's funny, but do they need tight end at New York?
I don't know. I don't think it's offensive. I don't.
I'm
think they go
thinking
offensive.
James Pierce is an option. Michael Williams. Like one
I
of
think
these
they're going
edge
to go Michael.
rushers.
I think Michael will go
I
to him.
mean, Michael
I don't-
Williams, 6'5",
I'm-
265. I don't care what we go. I'm just saying this is where I was telling you guys before. I think Mason
The
Graham
edge
could
rusher seems
slide.
more. I think Williams here.
Yeah, I think Williams does.
Yes, I think the edge rusher makes the most sense here.
You need an edge rusher.
Yeah, he needs a edge rusher. They need tackle, but I think that's just way too high of a pick to be picking with what's left.
You can say Michael Williams here, or James Pierce. I think James Pierce might be the best.
I think.
Yeah.
I think Pierce is better.
Yeah. It's going to be an edge rusher either way.
All right, let's go Pierce because I think
I
he's
think
got.
I think he'll be a perfect mate to Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah.
So go Pierce here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking it through. I could care less who drops. I'm just saying. All right, now we got
Panthers. Oh my God. If
safety,
it's not
offensive.
to
I
me,
mean, they need center, they
this
need
is-
corner, they need edge. But they
This
don't
is
need
where
is a
you see
defensive
Malachi
tackle.
go. If
Either
they need a
Malachi
safety,
or the
it's going to be
corner.
Yeah.
Malachi.
I could say Starks could be one here.
Yeah.
Starks or one of
do-
the cornerbacks. We got two corners here.
Well, they already got some young guys that they're
I
trying
know.
to bring
I'm
up,
just-
and they.
okay. Oh, okay. So
I
you
think
wanna-
Malachi.
I think Starks makes sense here. Yeah.
All right. Number 9, edge rusher, offensive tackle, offensive guard. And now you.
So
God,
Kellen
there-
Moore.
that's
What
hard
will
telling.
Kellen Moore want here? So,
I mean, you just re-signed.
Who is the team?
the Saints.
New Orleans.
Yeah, like you just signed the running back. You
Hey,
just
this is where
re-signed him.
Here's where Genty goes.
No,
No,
he just, they just
You don't-
re-signed
I
the
think
running back.
Michael. I think Michael goes here.
Who's the running back I'm thinking about? Number 41.
Kamara.
Yeah,
Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. They just re-signed Alvin Kamara.
I think Mason
Did
Graham
they?
could go here. That would be my
I
guy.
do too. That's who other player I was thinking was Mason
Yeah,
Graham.
Mason Graham.
Even
I
though they
think-
need edge rusher, offensive tackle, offensive
Yeah,
guard.
I think
And
by
it's
the
a-
point
Yeah,
you
maybe
start
they do
dropping
go
to where
Mason.
I think you're too big of a talent to like let it. I think it becomes one of those.
Yeah, I would
things
say
with them.
Michael Williams.
'Cause maybe you can
well,
push
that's
one
what
of
I
your
was
guys
just ready
out.
to say it could be Michael Williams too.
I think Michael Williams or
Mason
Nick
Graham.
Scorton.
Kelvin Banks. I think because they really need offensive. I mean, they really need line help. That's
yeah,
why if they took a Mason Graham, that would be shocking because
You know what? I'm thinking Kelvin Banks.
I mean, like if you really look at it, I
Yeah,
I
I think they're gonna
really
go
do
offense.
think they go like one of the linemen.
I
Kelvin.
think you're right there.
I don't
I go
care who,
Banks.
but
I think it'll be Banks too.
Could be Banks. That Banks would make more sense.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just trying to think it through.
No,
I
you're
think that's
right.
what they
I mean,
need.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about needs and stuff, and you're not addressing anything, I'm
Well,
just
I'm
thinking
just
that
saying
you-
with that first pick, if you can get both a high talent and a need, I mean,
Mhm.
number 10
Chicago. What are their
to get
needs?
offensive guard, edge rusher, offensive center, defensive tackle.
Michael will probably go here.
This is where I think Mason Graham goes.
Dumping milk on their head.
He could. I mean,
Could be. Graham does seem like a Chicago Bear type of dude.
He does, and he's from that part of the country too.
I mean, if they're not trying to get a running back, maybe a
Then
running
they're
back
gonna go
here.
with defense.
Well, they could go after Genty. I mean,
Could
that's
go.
somebody's gonna
I think
go
the next
after
two. I think Bears and 49ers
I think
could be.
this. I really do think, again, just looking at it, looking at their needs. They need linemen or an edge rusher.
Yeah, I think Chicago would make more sense for running back than 49ers, because I mean, even though 49ers with
Niners
Christian
aren't
McCaffrey,
going running back.
they did find a backup that did really, really well. So what was it, Mason Alexander or something like that?
Yeah,
Who's
they
the
also
next
drafted
offensive
that
team?
other guy too that was pretty good.
Yeah, third stringer that
Guerrero.
was good too. Yeah.
Guerrero, yeah.
You got Tyler Booker. You got
So Chicago has some wide receivers. What Callan? Maybe a wide receiver
You got
because
Cameron
Keenan Allen
Williams
won't be
now.
there.
Well, they took a wide receiver
Josh
last year.
Simmons. I keep forgetting about Josh Simmons.
He hasn't stepped up. Yeah.
No, boy, he's going to be the #1 tackle if he gets cleared. So
you got to think, what's Ben Johnson want? Doesn't he want weapons?
That's for sure.
He's an offensive-minded person.
Yeah, I'm
isn't
gonna
he?
think he would want some weapons
Yes.
to get behind.
So you want to give him Genty?
Yeah, I think.
I think Genty makes the most sense here because he loves his running backs. He had 2 running backs in Detroit, and you don't really have much in Chicago.
He's got DeAndre Swift is all he's got.
So
All right, let's give him Genty. Boom.
I would say Genty makes more
he's
sense
gone.
here.
Number 11, the Niners, offensive tackle, offensive guard. The best cornerback is still on the board.
Is that a need for them?
They could need.
I would give him Josh Simmons. I would give him Simmons here, probably.
Yeah, they're hurting on that offensive line.
Yeah,
What
they
are their
had
needs?
they offensive
guard?
tackle, offensive guard, center. They need offensive line in general.
Yeah,
it
offensive
says.
tackle, offensive guard. You figure Trent Williams is just about gone.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
Simmons is clear, this is probably where he's going to
Yeah,
I
go.
think this is Simmons.
Yeah, me too. So, all right. So now we're on the board here. This is where I didn't listen. I mean, can Mason Graham go? But I think I gave everybody a very good reason why he may not go that early. Now, he may go that early, but I mean, he's not going to be a guy that's going to get any better through the combine. He is what he is. He could fall to you. Now you're in a world of hurt because now what do?
No, I take Mason Graham.
I would too, right now.
But
Get your D tackle now.
I'm not arguing, but let's discuss. You got Mason Graham, Michael Williams. Okay, I love them.
Yeah, but
not
you
over.
already have I'm not saying that
Tyler
him does
Warren,
it
there
bad,
he
but you have
goes.
2 other ones in their wings that you at least have possibility where Mason Graham, you don't have that guy.
Mhm.
Bang.
I just
Not to
can't
mention
pass
you
up
got
Mason
Jalen
Graham.
Now hold
Walker
up,
sitting
just
there
to let
too.
you know, we took Mason Graham over Igbuka, but you have to.
You got to. You got
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
what
You
I
can
was
still
trying
get
to
a
explain
weapon
to you
in the
guys,
second and
where everybody says, "Well, like we need a receiver." I'd be shocked if we didn't take a receiver of 12. Well, I just showed you that Mason Graham fell to you, and what are you going to do? Now you say you could trade down, but you're trading away from one of your first round picks. What are you going to trade down to? That's kind of.
I think you could trade down to 16
He's the
and
top
still
4
get him.
player in the draft.
Yeah.
At this point, you have to take him.
Let's just see where it all falls. Miami.
Yeah, Drew, you're right. Exactly. It's one of those kind of picks. It's
Yeah, Miami wouldn't. Well, Miami might take him too.
Yeah, Miami would take him. In fact, I would not be shocked in the draft if Miami calls us and says, trade down 1 and we'll give you a third and a 4th.
Well, let's see what Miami has.
Well, do you think
Miami
they
has
get a Burton
13,
because they get
14.
rid of Hill?
Well, if we're moving up, I would want 98, 13,
Well,
and then 98.
If we take Hill, then they would have to give us their number.
No.
Fuck Tyler.
Well, no. I didn't say they were trading Hill. I was saying they get rid of Hill in the offseason, and then they needed that guy like Burton
Andre
now
said
to
no
replace
defensive
that.
tackle from Michigan.
I didn't say they traded it to us. Like,
All right.
Right.
All right, guys. You guys need to. Look, Andre is having a panic attack.
What's that?
No defensive tackle from Michigan. No defensive tackle from Michigan. I just want you
I
guys,
get it.
I ain't
totally
gonna say
get it.
nothing.
I totally get it, man.
But Like, what are
There's-
some of the reasons why you would tell him? Here, I can read the scouting report.
He's oh man, I want to see what they say. What does Brugler say?
Well, I'd have to find Dane, but this particular site says combines elite quickness with powerful hands, making him a force against the run. That's what we need. His moves with the agility of a lighter player with overwhelming offensive linemen with his strength. Though he may be the most dominant player in the country, Michigan's deep rotation and surrounding talent limits his statistical.
So you wonder if
output.
he's going to run out of gas later on as well, too. So
Yeah, I mean, everything that you're hearing, he's.
Oh, yeah,
he's
I mean,
not
look at the
Mozzie.
film. You look at the film.
He's
it
not
looks
Mozzie,
great.
Andre. It's a totally different player. Different
he can get
scheme.
upfield. Yeah,
Brian,
he
I
doesn't
got a
delay off
question.
the.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Or have you selected him yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already
Okay.
gone.
Okay. I was just
he's-
wondering what we would get offered from
Well,
somebody. to move
we
up.
didn't have offers because we're picking for everybody. We would have
Oh,
to.
okay.
We would have to
Okay.
hunt offers ourselves. I'm just doing a quick.
You're playing checkers with yourself. I jump.
I'm just doing a quick. Now, okay. Like, we could talk about it. We didn't take Mason Graham, and we traded down. If we traded down, we're looking at who we trading down and still wanting to get. You would say
maybe some one of
Tyler
those wide
Warren, okay?
receivers.
Not further than 16.
Luther
Well,
Burden.
Arizona's at 16. That's where I would look to trade.
And look at this. This particular site has Golden over Igbuka. I wouldn't have that way, but this particular site has.
And I wouldn't have it. And I wouldn't have
it
Armin way
reversed.
up there either. Like,
yeah. So, anyway,
like way. Oh man, that's
like we could do this
brutal.
another time, but I mean, let's go. Let's quickly finish this out. 13 Miami Dolphins. They need offensive guard, offensive tackle, defensive tackle, safety, edge.
To me, offense in general.
I
Did you
think they'll
pick
take
Malachi
Tyler.
Starks? Did you take Malachi Starks?
Yeah,
he's
he
already
went to
gone.
Panthers.
Okay.
I think Tyler Booker would go here to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
Or
also.
yeah. Yeah, that's a perfect pick. I think that's a perfect pick. We'll give him Tyler Booker.
He's a stud too, by the way.
14. I think this is where Warren goes myself. A team needs for the Colts.
Colts,
Tight
yes.
end, safety,
Warren's gonna come
or
up
the
and-
best corner. But they do have
I
Wiggins.
think they're going to take Warren here.
They want to. They need a tight end.
Yeah, I think Warren goes here, right?
Too.
All right, we'll just pick it. Atlanta Falcons, corner, edge, safety. They can have their choice of the best cornerback in the draft is still there.
They'll take Will. They'll take Will.
Will Johnson
Will Johnson or Michael Williams
or Shavon Ravel. I think
I
they
just
go
did the
corner
draft
here.
stimulator. I'll tell you who I got on my picks.
Okay.
What's you done?
Yeah. I'm
I
going to give
think
him a
they take
corner.
Will.
Just pick either
I
Will
think they'll
or
take
I think
Shavon
corner
Ravel.
would make sense here.
Not for you.
Okay, we'll give him Will.
Big boy.
16,
Will
edge
Johnson.
rusher, offensive guard, wide receiver.
Michael Williams is where this goes.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think so too.
Screams as well. Yep. Edge rusher. Yep.
Bengals. This is where they should let T. Higgins go and instantly slide Burden or Igbuka right in there.
I think that's where you see
But I don't
Burden
know. They
go.
need corner,
That's where Booker's going. That's where Booker's going.
but they need corner, guard, defensive tackle. So you got
I think-
Ravel. Yeah, okay. So what are we giving them then?
I think they take a wide receiver.
Do you want to give them
Yeah, because I don't think T. Higgins.
Higgins. Yep. You're right.
Luther Burden or Igbuka?
I think they take Ibuka because he's from that area.
Ibuka, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they take
Makes more
Igbuka
sense.
too.
All right.
Cincinnati's going to Booker. They're going to Booker in the first round.
18. You got a Seattle edge, offensive tackle, offensive guard.
Scorton to Seattle.
Yeah. Defensive line.
I
guard
don't
goes
know.
to-
Squirtin stinks. I don't know why he's rated so high. He sucks.
I don't either, really, to be honest with you.
I don't.
What do they need?
They need edge, offensive tackle, offensive guard.
This is where I think Mike Green goes.
Oh shit! We forgot about Mike Green.
Yeah.
Mike
I
Green.
think he's down in the 40s somewhere.
Nah,
No,
Mike
he
Green's-
ain't going.
Nah,
he's going in the first round.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a number one right there.
Yeah, I
he
think
might
you got
have
to
went
take him.
to Arizona.
He may
Yeah,
have,
true. Yeah.
At
but
16.
still, at
It
this
doesn't
point,
matter. We'll just send them now.
Just flip it later in your
It
head.
don't matter. Yeah.
he made a lot of money the other day.
The only thing, he does have some limitations as far as his arm length and stuff like that. So it may cause him to drop to here, which is still not bad. But yeah, I could see either way. That's not horrible. 19, you got the Tampa Bay. They need edge rusher, linebacker, and corner. So
Ravel,
I would say Ravel here.
Yeah, Ravel. I think too. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, you got the Broncos. They need wide receiver, tight ends, running back.
This is where
linebacker.
Burden goes.
Burden goes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
makes
already
sense.
got rid of Ty Warren, so you get Luther Burden. Okay, you got 21. The quarterback, cornerback, wide receiver,
Nice.
offensive tackle, offensive guard.
Now, what team is this, Brian?
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
They
I
may
think-
take running back here.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Hampton because
Yeah, I would take Hampton
because
right
Harris
here.
won't be there. Like
That-
next
yeah,
week.
or Caleb Johnson, one or
Maybe
the other.
go,
I like Caleb
just in case-
Johnson.
just in
Yeah, I
case
think
this
they
happens.
take a running back too.
I don't know, Brian. Just in case it may happen, word on the street have it that Cam Hayward may retire.
Mm.
You may want to put
There's-
defensive tackle in there too, just in case he's not
Derek
just retired.
Harmon. Tyleek Williams out of Ohio State. Big boy. 6'3", 327.
And
Walter
I'm gonna give you a
Walter
name.
Nolan. You got Walter
Walter
Nolan.
Walter
You got
Nolan.
Grant from Michigan.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of defensive tackles.
Yeah, they need a
Walter
corner.
Nolan.
Let's see the corner.
Who is this now? This is Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
This is Pittsburgh.
I'd take a running back right here because they're not going to have a runner.
So I would think
I think O'Marion Hampton goes there if that's the case.
Are we all right? We'll give him Hampton. Sure.
I think they may take Johnson here, Caleb
early, but-
Johnson.
But what you call it saying Jack Sawyer? That does make sense. I mean, they love their defensive edge rushers.
That's high for
Yeah, it's a little
It
high.
is.
now.
Wide receiver because of.
But I mean, it's even a little high for
How
Hampton
about
as
wide
well, too,
receiver?
but-
Jerry's gonna find a dank glory hole. Bobby's on a roll tonight. You got Golden. I don't know that Golden goes this high.
No.
You got Trey Harris.
They were all second round receivers.
I think they've got to go running back here, like we've been saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Which one?
Running back, Caleb.
Johnson, yeah. I think Johnson would go here.
And it makes more sense because he's from that part of the country too, and he's just as good as Hampton.
All right, that sets up the Chargers. They need corner, defensive tackle, offensive center, wide receiver.
Who's that top corner that's still on the board?
Well, it probably would be Jahdae Barron now. I mean, I think they would go defensive tackle, pick up the best defensive tackle at this point.
I'm gonna say
Which would
somebody
be
like-
Derek Harmon out of Oregon. He would make a perfect fit there.
I would say Walter Nolan. Everybody's saying that
They
he's
need
gonna be the
corner,
next-
defensive tackle. The corners are gone.
I think they go Derek Harmon, really.
Way too early.
Yeah, I think Harmon's going to go later. I think this is what I was telling you about Troy, where these
This
mocks
is when
are.
you start running out of
I think
players.
Jahdae Barron he's a corner here,
Mhm.
and that's what they need. I really
That's
think.
where I would
They
go.
do need defense.
Yeah,
think-
go ahead and take
I
Barron.
think Barron. He's listed as a safety, but he's a corner.
Yeah.
Jesse Montanez, hey man, what's up, brother? You got your stuff? I'm glad you like it. Phil, he got a Primetime Studios hoodie.
Nice, nice.
He's a Giant
Congratulations.
fan, so he's walking around with two
Whoop,
guys
whoop.
with Cowboys hats on their
Yeah.
logo. But
You
it's
can put
better
little.
than a
You can
big
put like
star.
little bitty crosses on it with
Yeah,
like
you're
little
fine.
Ghostbuster crosses.
You're good. All right, number 23, Green Bay. They need a corner. They need an edge rusher. They need a wide receiver. They need a defensive tackle. So I think corner
Maybe
is
Scorton
kind of
here.
maybe Scorton, maybe Matthew Golden, maybe.
I think they're going to go edge first.
Green Bay don't pick receivers
Bay,
in the
man.
first round.
Oh.
Yeah, that's doing right.
I think you've got to go Scorton here to Green Bay.
I like Nolan too, the defensive tackle.
I think Scorton drops. I just don't think he's a good player.
I would think more linebacker for them.
Yeah.
They might take Jihad.
Oh yeah,
Jihad.
or
Jihad Campbell,
Jaylon Walker.
Campbell.
How about
Yeah,
Jaylon Walker, the edge rusher?
Yeah,
out
you
of
could
Georgia?
take. You could take.
You know what? That's a perfect spot for him right there.
Yeah, because he's
gonna
undersized,
be an
but he's
edge
still very
anyway.
good. Yeah, he's not
He's
a
gonna be an
linebacker.
edge.
He's going to be an edge.
There you go.
I think that's, it doesn't listen at this point. Whatever. Minnesota Vikings. They need corner, defensive tackle, safety,
quarterback. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
right. They need quarterback.
Well,
maybe Derek Harmon at this point.
I still think that's. I don't know. Who do we got?
Who's the next D tackle on the board?
Oh, you got Derek Harmon. It's all you got. Tyleek Williams, 6'3", 327, big boy out of Ohio State. You got Walter Nolan, who's a little bit riskier of a pick.
He's more of an Osa.
Then you got Kenny Grant, 6'3", 342.
Kenny Grant's a pretty good player too.
Yeah, and now
I
you're
would pick
getting
Grant
into the
over-
Harold Fannons. But they need a corner.
Yeah, I would pick Grant over Harmon.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, take Grant.
I would think defensive tackle does make more sense. Maybe
Offensive
need
guard,
edge? I don't know.
defensive tackle, wide receiver, offensive tackle. I think this is where Cameron Williams may go. 6'5", 335, offensive tackle out of Texas.
Yeah.
Or a Matthew Golden, because you remember their wide receiver, who's that? Dell? Tank Dell might be done
Tank
for his
Dell.
career.
He won't be
No,
back
that
next
was
year.
that was Houston.
Yeah, that's who's on the clock.
Oh,
But
I thought there was.
I
oh,
think
you
they
put,
better
you
go
put
wide
Grant
receiver.
for Minnesota.
What do they need?
Well,
Wide receiver.
guard, defensive
Guard.
tackle, wide receiver. You know.
Oh man, Banks is already off the board, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of defensive tackles.
Yeah. Well, they don't need one, do
You
I
know,
think
you
they-
might be right. It might be Golden at this point or Trey Harris. Somebody like that. I don't know. That's awful high.
It
Trey
is, but
Harris,
it
I
might-
don't think will go in the first round.
At this point in time, the
You
draft
never know who
starts.
sneaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. You start grabbing people from the first, or
Yeah,
the
because-
first that you would have second.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
so they
think
could go
Golden's
anywhere.
going
These
to
could go
Houston.
anywhere.
It makes sense that Golden goes there because of
Yeah.
Tank Dell.
That's why I was saying that. All right, the Rams linebacker. I think this is where Jihad Campbell or the offensive tackle. Linebacker, offensive tackle, corner, wide receiver.
Jihad Campbell.
Or you can go Cameron
Jihad
Williams
Campbell
out of
makes sense.
Texas. He's Cam Williams.
No.
Or Jihad Campbell. I think that's where you're looking at.
Mhm.
I think you got to give him Jihad at this point.
Okay, I think it's a little high, but okay, we'll go with it.
It is, but again, you're
Yeah,
But
there's
now
not a
you're
lot of
picking-
linebackers in this
you're trying to
draft.
grab him exactly.
And 27, offensive tackle, corner, offensive guard. This has got to be either Cameron Williams.
National security.
Yeah, I
did have
think
some
Cam
problems.
Williams will go there.
Or Mbao out of Missouri.
Kimball, yeah. He's going to be more of a center. Do they need center? Because he's small.
No, they need
I
offensive
think
tackle.
Cam Williams goes here.
All right, give him Cam Williams. Detroit Lions are up at 28. It says they need edge rusher. I guess
They need edge rusher. Yes, I agree.
edge rusher.
This could be
I think
where
this is where you
defensive
see
tackle.
if
Scorton
Swartz
go.
can. I think this is where you get him.
Scorton.
Yeah,
One of them, Hal. What do you make
I think
of that?
Scorton would go here.
this does make sense there.
Yeah.
Scorton, Shamar Stewart, Land. Yeah, I would think so.
Both Texas A&M players do not. I don't like either one.
No, but we'll just give them one.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they need it because they started running out
Washington.
of
Look
that.
at Washington. Look at Washington.
Washington.
Offensive tackle, wide receiver, edge rusher. But there's still, I mean, there's some stud running backs there.
He's got a running back in Eckler's and
Okay,
Eckler
offensive
and
tackle,
Robinson.
wide
Yeah.
receiver.
It looks like it was just so sudden.
They don't. Their running
He look-
backs ain't young though, are they?
But there could be
Yeah,
He
yeah,
does love his-
Robinson is.
He does
Is
love
he?
his undersized lineman, his defensive lineman, though.
Yeah, I think they probably
Yeah,
go.
Robinson, I think,
I
is
think
like
you're probably
24,
right.
25.
They may go somebody like Harmon or somebody.
They're going to
or
go
Nolan.
defense because they're not keeping both of them. I think Allen's a free agent.
Yeah.
Or he has no more guaranteed money on his deal, so they're not keeping it. I think they go defensive tackle. So let's just pick one.
Give Harmon. Give him
He-
Harmon.
or Tyreek Williams, but he likes guys who get upfield. So let's give him Derek Harmon. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Walter Nolan, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. All right, so now we got the Buffalo Bills. They need corner, safety, edge, wide receiver. We got the Notre Dame corner still on the board.
They need a number one wide receiver. That's what they really need. But they've already lost out on it by this point.
You got Emanwari out of South Carolina, 6'3", 227 safety. Edge rusher, wide receiver.
If they do go edge,
One for helicopter, one for fixed wing. Okay.
Shamar Stewart.
I would think corner would be more of a need. for
corner,
them.
yeah, I think Trey Amos out of Ole Miss would be good for
that's a
them
pretty
here.
good one.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Bing. All right. All right. That's it, everybody. It's been a good show. Oh, wait. Now the Eagles are on the board. Eagles are
Oh,
on the
no,
board.
we don't need to
Yeah,
worry
Drew,
about them.
Drew said to trade that first one for what's his name, Myles Garrett. So
Yeah, okay.
Not happening.
Linebacker, edge rusher,
No way, no
offensive
how.
guard, defensive tackle, wide receiver. So you figure
If they go D tackle, Tyreek is there.
they got. I can't see him taking the D tackle here.
I don't
No.
either, really, to be honest with you.
I'm going to go down.
I
the
would
list.
say somebody like Sawyer or Tumalau, somebody
Maybe-
like that.
Yeah, JTT.
Mm-hmm.
Restrepo would be great because he's just a slot guy. That's all they need.
Xavier.
You got Connerly.
He's supposed to be the best inside offensive lineman.
Jack Sawyer. So then
Sawyer could make sense here.
so they need a linebacker, and the best linebacker isn't until 59. They can go Barrett Carter, but I don't see that. I don't see them going linebacker here. Edge rusher. Shamar Stewart just had a play of the week at the Senior Bowl, but he's hot and cold. He's a beast. 6'5", 281. They may need to go that way. JT, I think they probably go. I know it's a little high. It may
Yeah,
be
I think you're right. Stewart.
Or
I say
Landon
Sawyer.
Jackson out of Arkansas is like a beast. I think they may go.
Yeah, take either
you
one
know
of
what?
those.
That's a good one too.
I think they go
Take either
Landon
one.
Jackson.
I think so too.
Yeah. And number 32. It's funny they have Eagles 31.
Huh.
Well, they may
Wow,
flip
look at
that
that.
one.
Nice play by the defensive tackle.
That woke me up.
Or
There
the
you are,
East or the
Thomas.
West.
Even though I
Alright.
was
Number 32. Defensive tackle, offensive guard, wide receiver, offensive tackle.
Tyleek Williams.
Yeah, Tyleek will go
Wow,
here.
they really.
Or Walter Nolan.
Or Walter Nolan, one or the other.
Yep. They trying to compare him to
Omari
the next.
Hampton. Yeah, we'll go with one. We'll just give him the Tyleek just for the
That
sake.
was a heck of a catch
Yeah.
for a defensive tackle. He caught it with one arm.
All right, number 33. Now, they took Travis
Jackson
Hunter.
Dart.
They took Travis Hunter with their first
Jackson
pick.
Dart. I'm telling you, Jackson Dart.
The Cleveland Browns.
I think so. I think so too.
Why? Let's see. QB. You got Milrow on the board.
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. baby.
It'll be Jackson Dart.
Got him.
That'll kill
It'd
me.
be
But that's where he's
Milrow
going.
here. It would be Milrow here.
No, well, the Giants already took.
No, I'm talking about the Browns.
You
Would it
think
be Dart?
Milrow?
I think with how Cleveland is, yes, I think Milrow. I don't think they'll play Dart just because I don't.
Jackson Dart's
just the way that they are in Cleveland. I mean, think of the trend. They have black quarterbacks there.
Yeah, I think
Like
they're trying
they
to
love
get-
I'm
they're
sorry,
trying to
man. They
run.
got Watson. They got Jameson. Monroe kind of fits that profile a little bit.
They all suck.
Well, they got
Yeah,
their quarterback. They have their
Again, fits that profile.
Giants have their quarterback now. They got Shador. They have their wide receiver from last year. They have their running back, Tyrone Tracy. So, they need offensive tackle, corner, tight ends. You could have a Loveland here.
This is where
They
I
need
would
a
pick
quarterback.
my-
They need a quarterback.
I hate to say this, but
They
this
got
is
one.
where I would pick
Oh,
Fannin.
did they pick
right
one in the
now.
first one?
Yeah,
Did we
Shador
be able to-
Sanders.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I would pick Fannin right here.
I think they did, right?
Maybe I think that's what we did.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure that's what we did.
Yeah. So who we picking here?
Maybe
Give it-
Membu.
Oh, well, they need. Just looking
They
at
need-
it,
they-
like
they
they
need
need
a running
offensive
back.
tackle, or they
Hampton.
need. I mean,
They're in a.
They don't even have a running back. Why do they don't even show that they need running back? They need a running back.
no, they have Tyrone Tracy. He killed it.
Yeah, whatever, man. This-
Mimbao, maybe powerful.
Yeah,
I think they need.
I think Membao gets him.
I think they need offensive tackle big time.
Okay.
yeah,
There
I
you go.
agree.
Yeah,
definitely need
go with
them all.
Membao here.
Honestly, one or the other.
35. A quarterback. We gave him. Well, no. Who do we give?
Milrose. They didn't take a cornerback.
Yeah, they
quarterback.
took.
They
They took
took
Cam Ward.
Oh yeah, they got him. Never mind.
So now they're
Okay.
sitting there. Offensive tackle, edge rusher, wide receiver.
This is where I think Sawyer goes. Or Trey Harris.
You got Shamar Stewart. Yeah.
Trey Harris does
Um,
make sense. Yeah.
Trey
Yeah,
Harris.
Let's give him
Yeah.
Trey Harris. Bang. 36.
Jaguars.
Yeah. And we gave them.
The defenses. We
Yeah.
gave them an offensive lineman to block for Lawrence.
Yeah, we gave him.
Yeah,
Will
we did.
Campbell. Yes, good call.
So
36. They need corner, defensive tackle, wide receiver. We got Benjamin.
I
Morrison.
think maybe Nolan goes here.
Dude,
Yeah,
before
I would
before
say
tight end, I would say tight end before wide receiver. But anyways,
Yeah.
go ahead, you guys.
it don't
It's crazy.
matter.
How they, but anyways, no, I
Who
was
is
just
it?
saying, but they had it listed.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Phil. I think they would go tight end. You got one of the best ones in the draft sitting
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
Who, Harold
Fanning.
Fanning? Yeah.
Yeah.
That number's he's a stud. He's gonna be a great player. I'm telling you.
Yeah, let's do it. Bang.
Hey,
This draft stimulator is nice.
Oh, you have to let
Which
me know
one
what
are you using?
The same one he's doing. I just did a
Oh,
couple
Football
mock drafts.
Network.
I did a couple mock
Yeah, well,
drafts.
again, we're trying to be fair with it. These rankings are all
Yeah,
they're all jacked.
there's players I'm giving other teams I'd love to have. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Mhm.
No, but I'm saying there's a lot of these guys. These like their ratings are whacked out. All right, the Raiders are on, are up,
Who's-
and
Who's
they
quarterbacks?
took
Who's your
McMillan.
Who's
They-
who's
This is where
quarterbacks
I
now?
would
Who's
say
left?
Dart goes. right here is where Dart would probably go, or Milrow. One of the
Milrow.
two.
Milrow or Dart. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So we'll give them the other one because they need
I'll give them
quarterback,
the
running back,
quarterback. Yeah.
wide, or they can go Omarion Hampton.
They could.
But let's give them the.
They need to get they could get the
They better
quarterback
get
in
their
the
quarterback
free
right
agency.
here.
All right, let's give them the
Yeah.
quarterback. Milrow, bang, 37. 38 offensive tackle, wide receiver, edge. We gave them Abdul Carter, so they don't need an edge. So they
Who
need.
is this?
The Patriots.
Patriots.
So they need.
They do need some weapons.
We gave him Abdul Carter, so you got.
This is where your Michigan tight end may go.
Okay, Brian, I'm gonna head out.
You out
so
of here, buddy?
I'm about to head out too. I got to get up early.
All right,
I'll
man.
talk to y'all later.
All right, I'll see you.
Okay.
Take care.
We're
See y'all
almost
later.
done here. I'm just getting to our Dallas pick. Then we'll. So yeah. So what are you guys thinking here? Yeah, we already gave him Abdul Carter. So offensive tackle, guard, or wide receiver, or cornerback. But how about Loveland? So you got Loveland.
That's who I was talking about. Loveland here.
Did they have a running back?
Yeah, Stevenson.
How about Jonas Savannah out of Arizona?
Oh, the inside offensive lineman.
Well,
He's
they
a
need
guard.
an offensive tackle.
I would almost go deep
tackle.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't list it, but do they have defensive tackle there? I feel
Well,
like they
yeah,
need
we
defensive
can pick
tackle.
whatever we want. I mean,
Yeah.
let's give them Walter Nolan. Well, so they're gonna go defense.
I would say Walter Nolan. Yeah, they're trying to build up. They need to kind of, solidify. They obviously need weapons offensively, but is there a wide receiver there that
Well,
you
you got
like?
Restrepo. He's like or you got Jaden Higgins, but it's a little early. You got Tej Johnson who's climbing. Jalen Royals looks really good.
Higgins
Emma
was good.
Moore.
Yeah.
Tez Johnson. They could go Tez
Manure.
Johnson.
Magnor, that's it.
Yeah. So
They could go with one of those ones like Tez Johnson, because Johnson's getting enough buzz.
Johnson's going to fly off the board after what he did the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's give him here then. Tez, bang. I'm just trying to get to the Cowboys pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Picks. Yeah. All right, we get the Bears offensive guard. We already gave them Ashton Genty.
Running back, right?
We gave him Genty. So
I think, but I think Kelly. Again, it could be another wide receiver here just because, Keenan Allen may not resign there. They showed him as a free agent on that board, so.
They need a guard. There's Jackson out of
they do need some
Ohio
linemen.
State.
The edge rushers there.
They do. Oof.
Tumalau's there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's give him the let's give him the Ohio State edge. All right, 40. They took the Saints took Banks, the offensive guard. So they're on the clock. They need edge offensive tackle. So maybe this is where Jack Sawyer goes, or
yes, I agree with you there.
Or Shamar Stewart. You got Shamar Stewart with the Texas A&M, but let's say this is where they go. Jack Sawyer. Let's just get him. Bang, bang. 41. Wow, the Bears are up again. Wow, Bears
popping up.
Bears took Genty. Well, they're going to be the team after Tumalau, and they're up again.
This is where you take an offensive player.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I was thinking something on that line again.
What, defensive tackle?
I was thinking the offensive tackle, maybe out of West Virginia.
Oh, Mimbow or
Wyatt. I don't remember his
name. Millam.
Yeah, Wyatt Millam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got Ed in.
All right. The Jets are on the board. The Jets took James Pierce, the edge rusher. So they need a defensive tackle.
There you go.
That
Walter
would be
Nolan.
Tyleek Williams.
Oh.
He's gone. It'll be Walter
He's
Nolan.
gone.
Yeah.
Is Walter Nolan still there?
Mm-hmm.
I'd take him right there.
San Francisco, they need off. Who did they take in round one?
Offensive lineman.
They took Josh Simmons. So they need
linebacker most likely to replace
corner edge
Greenwall.
linebacker.
Yeah. Let's see, but you probably don't have anything there.
You
So
got
Benjamin
Shamar
Morrison
Stewart.
does. Yeah.
You got Shamar Stewart.
He could go there.
Practice.
Or that Jonah Savannah, the offensive tackle.
They were having some problems with their tackles and stuff.
Yeah, give him the tackle.
Or Josh Connerly, but we just said he's a guard, maybe, or
yeah, he's gonna go inside.
A.O. Manure out of Stanford is there, the wide receiver.
That offensive tackle. Oh, sorry, offensive tackle from Arizona.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. Dallas is on the clock.
All right. Let's see. Now, what do we need? Think about what we need. Yeah. What does it say we need here?
Well, we took Mason Graham, defensive tackle. You know what we need.
How did we get?
All right, we want Omarion Hampton here, don't we?
Yes, I agree. I was
we
going to
need
say
running
take Hampton.
back,
Yes,
defensive
take him.
tackle,
Shut up.
wide
Shut your
receiver.
Mouth. Take him. Don't even think about it.
Wide receiver. You got Restrepo, A.O. Manure.
Omarion Hampton.
Bang,
now we're gonna
bang.
smack you. Like, yeah.
All right.
We came out of there with.
I think if you were gonna
Hampton.
take a wide receiver out of that group, I would probably Jaden Higgins would maybe be a possibility that
because he's a
argue it.
2X.
Yeah,
he's a big guy with something we don't have.
So, but I jump quickly at that running back position on that if he drops that far.
Really
If he was to drop
sitting
that
there
far,
and being fair, we ended up with
two top players.
Think about that. So everybody who wants to trade
game
down,
changers.
I get why, but if it falls a certain way, you may not trade down.
No.
And you still haven't gotten your wide receiver, which is why I tell everybody you're not going to get all
but
your
you could
needs.
still get your guy in the third as well. So,
But you're not going to get all your needs.
but you're not going to get that guy. You're not going to get that guy.
Like let's look at like what's left. Wide receiver, like an X wide receiver.
Yeah, he's going to go within the next. He's going to go within the next.
Savion Williams, maybe Jaden Higgins. But then
I like Jaden Higgins.
Yeah.
You got Royals. I like him, but he's a small guy.
Yeah, not very many big bodies.
So after that, you're kind of screwed. Rick Nash, 6'2", 198. Maybe that's the guy.
Beck out of TCU.
Yes.
He might be a guy we look at. He reminds me a lot of the Rams wide receiver, Nakua. That's who he reminds me of.
Yeah, right here, Jack.
There was that guy. What's up right there?
Besh. Nick Nash and
Besh. Ty Felton was another guy I was seeing.
Yeah, on Maryland.
Yeah. He's a slight feller, but yeah.
The other guy, actually, the other receiver on Maryland is just as good as him.
Yeah, it's funny.
Prater or something like that.
I still can't believe we were talking up. Here, that's enough of that. We were talking up Golden, right? And next thing you know, he's up. He's skyrocketing.
Well, you know what's going to happen? We did all this picking, and it's going to change like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, when I did my early
guys.
Yeah, when I did my early mocks, I was getting Mike Green in the second round, and he's not going to be there now.
Yeah.
Nope, forget that. Scratch that one.
Yeah, Mike Green could go before us at this point.
It could.
I still don't
San
think he
Francisco
will.
likes him.
But I still like
San
Pierce
Francisco
more
does.
than him. But I don't think he will. But listen, just look at
Did
this.
you write that down, Brian? Did you do all of that, or I'm
Huh?
just curious? What did you write all the what we just drafted for everybody,
No,
or did
I
you
did not.
just called it? Okay,
Yeah.
I just curious.
Well, yeah, look, we have an idea. I mean, I'm looking at it now. I mean, it's still there, but I mean, this is just one. I mean, a guy like a Jade Barron could move up. It all depends what these teams like, but I think we were pretty fair with how we did it. I really do think we were. Now, okay, let's say Mason Graham goes early. Okay, then one of those guys is dropping.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be a Genty, or it might be a Pierce, or maybe a McMillan.
Now you might get a quarterback or two that goes in front of us.
That's
that wasn't
the thing.
supposed to go.
There could be people. going ahead. It's not out of the. I mean, I like how this fell, though.
Trade
I
down two
really
more.
like how this fell. But hey, listen, everybody, we're not going to get all of our. I mean, everything out of the draft. It's not going to happen.
True.
Mm-mm.
True.
So you need
Well,
to.
you see a lot of people coming out with they've got like 7 or 8 players picked in the draft because they traded. That ain't gonna happen. We're gonna get the best we're gonna get is 4 or 5 players out of the first 4 rounds
Mhm.
at best. That's trading down once, maybe twice, if we even do that at all.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway,
Look.
I'm gonna go as well too because I got to get up early.
All
And
right, brother. I'm
great seeing
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
get off here soon. So we're just sitting there.
We'll see you later.
See you,
Peace,
Phil.
man.
I'll talk to you,
See you
brother.
Later, Phil.
But yeah, so that again, you can't keep. I mean, you really can't. You pick everything, people. You really just can't.
Mm-mm.
And Chris, that's the idea, man. You want to just pick the best talent there. That's why, as much as people hated a defensive tackle, from Michigan, if we get him, that totally, that's unbelievable. That's probably the best case scenario, but people don't realize it because they don't really know how good he is.
Yeah, well, telling you, he's right there up there with the guy that was on Detroit this year, the edge that got hurt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a Jalen Carter. That's what he is.
Mm-hmm. And you think about it, if we do get that lucky, we draft him and we pick up one other defensive tackle in free agency, then we fix that middle of that front line.
Well,
and we re-sign Osa.
Yeah, like if we get Osa and Mason Graham, and we just have, remember, we have Justin Rogers, we have Denzel Jackson as rotational if need be. They have another year in the system. Bring in a veteran, and it is what it is.
Somebody
Mozzie's
like
still
Kinlaw.
there.
Kinlaw, the guy that plays for the Jets.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody like that.
I just I would feel a lot better this way than if we end up with Josh Simmons. Not that Josh Simmons is not a great player, but he's coming off an ACL. Do we really want to go down that road?
Yeah.
That's my fear with taking a Josh Simmons, a first-round tackle at number 12. You're basically telling your pick from last year that he was a failure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with that pick.
Again, he's a good talent, but I'd rather go with a Graham, a Genty. Like, if I'm looking at this, I'll be happy with a Graham, with a Genty, with a McMillan. Obviously Carter, but he's not coming to us. So those are my 3 favorite. Then it would be Egbuka, Mike Green in no particular order.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Green, then Egbuka. That's about what I'm looking at. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So it worked out for us. And
well, at around number 20, the draft drops off.
Yes, it does. And it's a different level of player.
And so it's really hard to call what people are going to draft,
Yeah.
I think we did a pretty good job for everybody. I was trying to give every team, I thought, what they wanted. And was trying to be fair.
Yeah, you guys sound pretty good. I was like, I'm going to stay quiet. I'm not going to mess anything up.
Well, we were trying to be fair. I mean, again, I could, oh, no, I want this guy. So, no, we took Genty. Eagles 33, a KC, a 24, belt to ass coming up. Stay tuned. There you go. You got a week to go. You got to pace yourself, Bobby. Got to pace yourself.
I hope it's not a blowout.
I don't think it will be with, I don't think it will be.
I hope KC doesn't blow out the Eagles. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
I will say this. Buffalo got screwed. I don't care.
Yes, Buffalo. Oh, I feel sorry for that.
That top ref was past the freaking line to gain, and he came back on the other
side. I'll be right back, everybody. I got to go to bed.
Why he did what he did, right. But Kansas City seems to get the call
every single week.
I know. It pisses me off because it's just like 2 weeks before or a week before that, the quarterback got supposedly roughed up, and they didn't even touch him. The teammates hit each other. They didn't even touch the quarterback.
Oh yeah, we were all live. Me and you were talking about
Yes.
that.
Yeah, when the two guys hit their helmets together and
Yeah. Their own teammates hit their own and Pat Mahomes right there in the middle. It was like, oh, what's going on?
It was a crazy call.
Huh?
It was a crazy call because
I'm tired of the crazy calls for Kansas City.
They're just getting favored every time.
In a playoff game like that, they should review that upstairs before they make the actual call to say, yes, that was a penalty, or no, it wasn't. Because they've got the options to do that. You can't change a game like that when you make calls like that.
These refs are changing these games within seconds, and they've been doing that for years, and it's not.
The game is getting soft. I used to like to go to football games to see the hitting. I wasn't caring about touchdowns or anything. I wanted to see somebody
or they're dancing or their little show off.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm getting tired about Dallas. That little they show off and they want to do the little freaking smelling, arrow kind of crap, and stop doing that.
I know. They just need to get back to the basics.
Everybody hit the like button for me. We're not going anywhere right yet.
I'm glad you said that, Randy, because when I said it, everybody thought that, why you being so harsh? What? No, y'all. I see the game different from everybody else. Y'all want to see the beauty, but I want to see
the power and the hitting and everything else that goes along with football. You don't want to see the powder puff stuff, the bull crap stuff.
Yeah, because they're changing it for them.
And basketball's gotten the same way. It's gotten soft now. You can't foul somebody. You can't hardly touch them when they call a foul. Back in the day, knock your head off if you went down the lane.
Right. You didn't want to play Detroit. You want to play the bad boys. I tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all about money now. It's
that's the
sponsors.
problem.
Right now, it's 25-0 East. So,
hey, it's a slaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has all become, like you said, it's all about the dead presidents now, and back then it was more of a.
If you didn't like it, you didn't like it, or if you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it.
This is the last week, everybody. We got a week from Sunday. I'll allow, even on Sunday, at the beginning of the game, to be a part of the Mailheads. We're giving away a jersey of your choice the day of the Super Bowl. A bunch with a bunch of other stuff. But if I am going to do a drawing at some point, probably the end of the game for the jersey. So
what is a mailhead, Brian?
You're a mailhead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mailhead crew is
whatever. I mean, I didn't know.
Anybody who's a channel member. That's the name of the channel membership, is the Mailheads crew. So,
okay.
And basically, we do live streams. Like, they don't have access to the Zoom link, only you do, because you're part of the Mailheads crew.
We're the Mailheads. I like that. I want a hat now.
Yeah, there you go.
Mailhead hat.
Part of the Mailheads crew.
Remember, you delivering mail.
That's it. Well, I didn't know what to come up with it, so you always got to come up with something. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. I mean, we got a long way to go before the draft. Like Randy says, it's going to change yet again. It just will.
Oh, after the combine. And
wait till somebody runs a 4.25 or something. They're going to fly up the boards. Even they may not even be able to catch a damn pass, but because they run so fast, I don't know. I just don't like the way they measure football players anymore.
Daniel M., if McMillan falls to 12, do you take him in a heartbeat? Yes.
You're damn right. I would take him.
All right. I mean, if I know what I would go, but if you have McMillan and Graham on the board, who you take?
I'm taking McMillan.
Yeah, I think you
because
have to.
He's an X receiver.
Yeah,
he's lean. He's the difference maker.
I agree.
Then you can actually bring Cooks back and put him in the slot. If you can get him cheap, or or you go out and you draft another receiver,
Yeah.
later in the draft to put in the slot. If Tez falls too far, then you draft him.
Isn't Stephon Diggs a free agency?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. You can get a deal on him.
As long as he's willing to come pretty cheap.
That's what I'm saying. To play with his brother?
Yeah. He wants to play for the Cowboys.
You get headlines on Pro Football Talk. Joe Burrow. We have several guys who deserve to be paid what they're worth. I mean, let's face it. They didn't pay Jamar Chase yet.
No, they have not.
So
and he's going to get paid the highest out of the receivers.
He's going to be the highest. He's going to be the next highest.
He's going to pass CD up.
Let's look and see where they are on the as far as salary cap. I'm just curious.
They're the team that I've always referred to as the cheap team.
Yeah, they are.
Until we came along.
Right now, they have 46 mil, 46 and a half under. So, and they'll gain money. Jamar Chase is set to make it 21.8 next year. So, they can do that no problem. They'll actually save a little money on him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of getting it done. They need to do it. You know.
Well, I do know that they Chase and Burrow and T. Higgins got together last week with their management because they came out and said it on TV. They were talking about salaries.
Maybe making a deal. Hey, we all want to stay together.
We want to stay together.
Yeah, that's
this is
cool.
what it's going to take, and that's when maybe Burrow says, I'll take $10 million less, just push it back another year or something like that.
Because he has a fifth year option, right? Or is it already over?
Next year is his fifth year. Yeah, this is the fifth year option for Chase.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This year they have to franchise T. Higgins, I believe, if they want.
No. He already used his 2 years. He's a free agent.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
sir.
So he's an actual free agent.
Yeah, he's free.
Yeah, somebody like Kansas City's going to go out and get T. Higgins. You watch. Somebody like Kansas City.
At any time. So he's free. After next Sunday, he's a free man.
Well, could you imagine us getting T. Higgins and then drafting Tez Johnson for the slot?
Please. Yes,
oh
please.
My God, our offense would just automatically
younger, better,
faster.
That's why you just laid out why you need to attack free agency in some way. That you know what I mean? Go get somebody. Even if even if it's Amari Cooper or the guy out of Houston, Diggs. Even if it's one of them, at least that gives you an extra body to then now not be forced to take one at 12 if something arises like we just saw. Or to free up a Genti, or to free up an edge rusher that we like, that is there at 12 that you may have to take.
Right. No, I agree with you.
It opens up everything. You cannot do what we've been doing.
Well, and imagine what it would do to the fan base. They would go freaking berserk.
Yeah, I forgot I was still sharing my screen. Sorry, everybody. The Cowboys interview Saints running back Derek Foster for same job. So I like him. He's a real good running backs coach.
You know what I like? They're allowing
Schotty
to go get his own coaches.
Yep.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
And Eberflus too. They're allowing him to go out and do what he needs to do.
Yep.
It's going to be a little different.
And they are listening to the media somewhat.
Well,
they're doing something.
The fans.
Time ago, they're letting the head coach have the freedom to, like you said, Dad. They're letting them have the freedom to find their coaches, and they should have done that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I mean, we've been cheap too long. And it just pissed me off when Steven sat up there and he did the little two finger sign.
Little quotes, man. Little quote. Oh.
Little quote he said is people are saying that we're in a so-called 30-year drought. I don't know where you're somewhat. You are in a drought.
You are in the drought, dude. What are you talking about?
You've been to a Super Bowl or championship game
Almost
longer
3
than anybody
decades,
in
man.
NFC. He just needs to be quiet. Him and Jerry. Jerry came down on Shotty, and that really bothered me. He would say something like that.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
It come on, be professional about
it was
things.
Uncomfortable. They don't give a
I know, and
they don't care.
No, they don't. That's what's sad. That's really what's sad.
It's true. They don't
But
care.
if they make changes this year, they'll get the fan base back, and they'll sell freaking merchandise like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine if T. Higgins came here and we got Ted Johnson, and what would the freaking fans go? I mean, they would go berserk. They would make money hand over foot.
Andre, I'm with you. I would not have a problem with Ashton Genty. If it fell a certain way, let's say Graham's gone, McMillan's gone, which I know McMillan will be gone. I would be fine with. These guys don't necessarily want Genty. There is a drop-off from Genty to a Hampton and Caleb Johnson.
Mind Genty.
And then there's a drop-off after Caleb Johnson. And then you start getting into, well, this guy's really good, but there's not many all-around running backs after that. I mean, Genty is in a world of his own. They're saying he's higher ceiling than what what's his name went last year.
Gibbs?
No.
You're talking about
Bijan?
Bijan. Yeah.
Oh, Bijan was 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. No, it was the other Texas running back that got hurt.
Yeah, Brooks.
Yeah.
But they're saying Bijan. Indigenous, where's he at? Is he in here? What's that? Please, guys, help the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. I hope refs don't sabotage the Super Bowl for the Eagles. Cowboys belong to the devil. Oh, my God.
All right, take that hammer and hit us after you said this.
All right, here you go. I actually subscribe to The Athletic. Here's an article that not everybody gets. The best is yet to come. Why a Cowboys vice president, Will McClay, agreed to contract extension. Will McClay has been praised over the years for his ability to get everyone on the same page in the front office and coaches. Let me read it. Walk into an elevator to get back to AT&T Stadium owner suite.
This is how to make him a GM.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's going to be a GM once Jerry actually leaves. I think he's going to be the head guy after Jerry leaves, but when will that be?
Yeah, he said, I wanted to be here with the crew and what we've built, McClay told the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. On Wednesday from the Senior Bowl, I have always stated that when I got here, my main goal was to be a part of something that gave us an opportunity to win another Super Bowl.
He wants to win a Super Bowl in Dallas.
I've got to continue to do that, and I got to do my job better. Getting the opportunity to do that with these people is extremely important. The important thing to remember is for the first time ever, they brought him in, and he was involved in the interview process for the head coach. So that's a big deal because that kind of leads me to believe that there's a chance that when Jerry does step down or, God forbid, can't do the job anymore or worse, that Steven may not want to be the GM. Steven may not. He might want to stay vice president and chief CEO, whatever. He'll be the main guy, but he may not want to be the GM like Jerry. Steven doesn't want to do, he doesn't want to do the 2 interviews after the game. He doesn't want to, during the week. He doesn't want to do the interview right after the game necessarily. He's not like Jerry that way.
It was already said that Steven didn't want to be the GM when Jerry is gone.
It's already been said?
Well,
yep. He already said that.
I think the greatest part of being a Lion from top down, McClay told reporters that one of the commitments we all made sitting here, we're going to, it starts with ownership coming down with Shoddy, has a plan, has a vision. We're going to support him. What we'll do is continue to add good players. What you need to. I have a great feeling about Shoddy and what he's looking for. He's going to communicate. He's going to over communicate. He's going to ask the staff to do that. They're going to to communicate with us. We're going to
But
So,
imagine if they'd have done that with the other coaches, man.
well, my thing is everybody's like crapped on Brian Schottenheimer. They wanted Dion. This is what I'll say is, and I was on that board, but like when you bring Dion, you bring all of his coaches in, some of which aren't really doing great. I mean, so it's more of maybe this is the way to go for now. I still think Dion is ultimately going to be a head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's
I do
only a
too
matter
in
of
4
time.
years.
I think
Yeah.
only a matter of time. But let's just give this man a chance. I love Matt
I agree.
Eberflus.
Oh no, I'm not saying no like that.
No,
I'm saying,
yeah, I
it's
know.
good.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like in general.
Yeah.
I agree with Brian.
D-Law had his best year under Eberflus there, Thomas. So hopefully he comes back.
Give Brian a chance. Give him a chance. It wasn't as he, was in the running for the job or anything. It was one of them things where he was hand pointed. He was handpicked. And, he didn't know that he was going to get the job. It was unexpected. He was just out and about and in a star and
collecting all that information, man.
No, I'm just saying. He was just in the star doing his job, and Jerry just approached him and said, "Hey, do you want the job?" And who's gonna turn it down? You're not gonna turn it down. I'm not gonna turn it down. Brian ain't gonna turn it down. Randy ain't gonna turn it down. We're gonna say, hell yeah.
We're gonna turn this shit up. Oh wait, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Disney World.
Ain't nobody gonna turn that the best job, the best sports, the best coaching job of all sports. You gonna turn that down? Hell no. You'd be the dumbest. You'd be the dumbest motherfucker alive if you.
Well, I heard Gilmore did.
Was down.
He turned down the job.
I'm glad he did.
Oh, me too. But
I don't know who did it. I'm hearing that Kellen wanted no part of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? We might find out in 2 years. This is the best thing that could have happened to us because if Shotty is just like his daddy was,
Well, that's the
got a damn
thing.
good coach.
We don't know.
He could be a sleeper. We don't even know. That's what I said like last week or whatever.
No, we wouldn't have known what we were getting.
You could give me reincarnation of George Hallis. If we're not going to go out and hit free agency a little bit, then it ain't going to matter anyway. We're going to be
I agree.
third in the division. That's where we're going to end up if we do nothing.
I just pray and hope that he's like his daddy.
Again, there's a gleam.
There's a gleam, man.
The players love him. The players love him.
Gleam, man.
He brings their energy like we have.
Oh, and they got some good young other coaches come in that
Let's
I like
get the
too.
gleam, all right? Let's
Defensive
go.
line coach. I like. There's a lot of coaches I like. We got Eberflus. I like him.
Oh yeah.
I want Deion Sanders to become head of the Cowboys, but he doesn't want to work with it. Now Indigenous, he's on record. People close to him, he would have taken a job in a heartbeat. He works with Jerry just fine. I think he'll be the next coach, probably. And you know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Jason Witten is not involved. It looks like he's not going to be involved, which is kind of good for him.
Well, that's good too because he's still fresh too.
Yeah, I think he needs. Now's not the time.
No.
Indigenous, do you like your spot on the couch so far? So we got a 25-0 East over West, winding down the game with a little over 20 seconds left. Before we get out of here, give everybody please hit the like button, and that would be great. And we'll wrap this puppy up. We've been going for a little over 3.5 hours. I did get a lot of views tonight, so I appreciate that. We're creeping up on 4,800, so that's good. So that's
nice.
Yeah, it was a good one.
People are gonna miss football, so when we do these draft things, they're gonna be all involved.
Yeah, well, a lot of people thought I was streaming the game at first. I thought that was odd. It's like I can't just play the game. That would be great.
You get in trouble.
Yeah, they'll
shut you down.
Well, they'll demonetize the channel, which means no offense to all you people. But I'm at 69. Great. Game time. I think Ultra has a point on the OC search.
Whoa!
Kevin Kroger got an interview with along
a lot of
with
leg.
Clayton Adams. I
Completely
think
missed.
Kroger's turning heads. Ah,
He had a leg on it.
damn.
He had some leg on it, but it just went left.
Hit her again, Ike. This time, put some stank on it.
55. It would have been nice for him if he had made it, though.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. But you know what? But I still think he'll get a call. I think he'll get a call from somewhere because of his leg.
Free agency, yeah, for sure. Or free draft or whatever.
Until Jerry
that's what
Jones leaves GM, Brian, your team is hurting. Yeah, I know, Jesse. Tell me about it. I know full well. I definitely do, bro. I'm not going to lie. But, again, if you go out and make a couple moves, we're not asking for a lot. Yeah, I really think the move is to go out and get some sort of wide receiver. I do. But I don't know that they're going to do that. Or surprise me. Be creative. Go ahead and trade. Trade for a player. Do something. Player for player, whatever. But this team doesn't do anything out of the box. That would help us. If we go into the draft with no moves being made, how could you look your team in the eye? You can't do it again. You cannot do it again.
How about bringing Kinlaw in here and bringing Becton in here? That's both lines. And then you could draft whatever you want, maybe go out and get one receiver and them two linemen or something like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to go after the top-notch players.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see it happen because I don't trust the Joneses not one damn bit. They can say this.
I know. I'm with you, Thomas. I'm with you all the way.
I don't trust them. I want to see it happen.
Well, I think there's a lot of pressure. So we're going to know right away, Thomas, when the first day of the league year, if they flip them switches. Because when you look at over the cap, you see what Dak's contract is. He's not going to make that. He's due to make $80-some million. They're going to have to flip the switches in his contract and CD. Right. That's why they're in the contract.
Yeah, but last year they said they said all this junk last year, and when first of the year in March 16 came around, when free agency got started, it was almost as if they packed this shit up and they ran and hid. So I'm not going to trust it until I see it.
Have y'all heard anything on Martin returning or not?
No, not yet. They asked Steven at the Senior Bowl, and he said he hasn't heard from him.
Zach Martin, if he's going to return or not, because I know he wasn't himself last
year. Yeah, I would like for him to come back for one more year. That would make
would too.
That much easier. Let him go out on his own terms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he do have another year left on his contract, though, don't he?
I don't think so.
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent this year.
Yeah, he's a free agent. Let me look. Let me just double check. I'm almost positive he is.
I am too.
When I looked last time, he was.
Okay. Yeah, Zach Martin is not under contract.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'd like him to come back one more year.
Yeah, if I'm Zach Martin and
it's a void year, so he counts. Don't get me wrong, because they extended him out. He counts over 10 mil. He counts 10.6 mil against the cap this year. So that's why him retiring hurts the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes back for a year,
they could do an extension for 1 year.
Yeah, you could kind of move the numbers around, which would save even more money. That's what you're
go.
hoping.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what they're gonna do then.
Well, but
so if the Joneses, they'll be like, yeah, we're gonna go on and sign him for this 1 year, so he went kind of against the cap and get it over with.
You give BB one more year at center too.
Up to him, but that's what the Cowboys want to do. What I want to do.
Most of these guys that we're watching tonight are going to be like special teams players and things like that. Saturday's going to be the real game. You're streaming that, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Saturday at 2 y'all's time, right?
Yeah, it's 2:30 the game. I think I'll go live around 2.
Okay.
So Trying
Would
to
it be one?
see. January
One
6th,
here.
February.
Yeah,
March.
be
11
one here.
here.
Yeah. Damn, 11. Shit. Y'all get your games at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning there, right? On Sunday?
Yeah.
March 12th. March 12th is the first day of the new league year. So that's a big day.
Is that a Tuesday?
I don't know, but March
On a
12th, that
Tuesday.
basically is the day where
This NFL New Year's Day.
but I'm saying we're gonna know shortly after that how
Oh,
serious
yeah.
they are.
We'll know
Yeah, on
March
free
the
agency,
12th because
who's
they'll
gonna go.
start talking to the people that they're going to sign. If they're going to sign anybody.
But I mean, like we'll know if they flip the switches that they're supposed to flip.
Yes.
Let me see. Return of coaches. April. I'm trying to see when legal tampering is.
Well, if
Talk
it's
to the players before that legal
Clubs that
deadline.
hired a new head coach and maybe get off. See, we're got deadline for cuts, interview, kind of free agents, club return coaches. Deadline for clubs of review and video conducts. NFL draft is April. So yeah, look, when is free agency?
I think it's the first day of the new year.
Yeah. First day of the 25 year will end 11/9 of March. We'll receive personal notice. All transactions submitted to the league office. Okay. So yeah, March 10th during the above 2-day negotiation period. Okay, so technically March 10th.
That's why players take out players. It's a ball game.
It says negotiating period begins 12 noon on March 10th. So starting March 10th, you could talk to, but a free agency is not until March 12th. So March 10th is a what?
So legally they can talk to him on the 10th, and then
I gotta make sure I'm available March 10th. March.
It's
10th.
not hard for me every day.
I'm off. It's a Monday. Yes, that's my day off. So
it's my day off too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It doesn't matter.
I'll be streaming all day.
And I got off late.
I'll be there with you.
You guys are streaming.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Because we're gonna know a lot together. Yeah, we're gonna know a lot. So it'll be fun. But all right, everybody, I think we're going to get out of here. It's been a long night. It was a kind of a crappy game. The game on Saturday will be a lot better. But I wanted to come on anyway. So it was successful.
Nice talking football tonight.
Yeah, it was nice talking football. They will be tampering before the day. Jesse, they better be tampering. That's all I know. They better be tampering.
They better be stealing.
Yeah, they better be stealing some people. But all right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. We're going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody. And let me see. What do I
hit that like button before you leave?
Yeah, everybody hit the like for me. And I will talk to everybody tomorrow.
I'll smell y'all later.
Later. See ya.
Later.